All right, we're live. Woo! It's Friday night. It's Troy Malice. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Troy? Yay, Mr. Troy! All right, let's see. Still holding on to Garchomp level X. Yes, I think I'm probably going to hold on to that one. I do like level X cards just like you. I happen to have two of those Electivires. That's why one of them was for sale. I think I'll end up holding on to that Garchomp, though. I only have the one of them. Here we are. All right. So this shall say, Fossil Box Break is ready. And new Ancient Origins box. Well, let's change the title. How about one last sublist for Fossil? And then we're going to say Ancient Origins box break. Live card shop. Oh yeah, the PRB1. We got to get that PRB1 priced, huh? Let's see. Just wondering, what would you value the Garchomp at? I have one as well. I actually don't know. I don't think I could find one on the internet. Hold on, let me look. Normally I just go with the current buy now price. Garchomp level X. So, and then let's sort it by highest price. Alright, so there's some Japanese ones. There just isn't one for sale. You know, he was always like $1,000 to $2,000, but I didn't see the last time he sold. Let me check completed items. I didn't see the last time he sold. Okay, here we go. So, one sold on May 5th for $1,000. That seems like a pretty good deal in hindsight, but that was only this last month. He's probably worth, like, I bet you could ask 2K and somebody would be tempted at 2K. I bet they would. The one that sold for 1,000 sold in auction. Auction, who's doing auction? Somebody inexperienced. You don't do auction on that one. Nobody's searching Garchomp. Garchomp's too niche. Anyways, but, you know, people do whatever they want to do. So, wait, what was I working on? I was doing something. Oh, right, we were getting the price. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Ah, yes, the PRB1 carton. Uh-huh. Let me see what we had the price at earlier. Hey, what's up, guys? We got 22 people. Woo! Let me just look this up. I'm going to see what we were selling PRB for a couple days ago. We were selling it a couple days ago, right? So live. We're selling it here. PRB. Oh. I have it in the menu back then, but not with the price. So let's scroll back a little further. How about here? I'd pay you 2K for it. It's not an unfair offer, 2K, but I kind of just want to keep him, though. I like him, too. I actually think Garchomp's one of the cooler Pokemon, and it's a Cynthia's Garchomp. And I've got a couple level X cards. I've got the Gengar, the Garchomp, two of the Charizards. I have one Electivire left, and if anything, I wish I had more. Oh, and I've got a Dialga I discovered. I got a Dialga level X. Wow, did I just have this out of the menu all the way back then? When was this in the menu? I want that new Cynthia Garchomp. Yeah, there is a new one, isn't there? Wow, okay, so I can't find a price for this. Let me check eBay. I'm going to figure out eBay. I didn't price up PRB1 in the daytime stream. I should have done that. PRB1 case. Yeah, he's a cool card. I just kind of wish I had one too, so I have one. If I had two of them, I'd definitely take you up on your offer, though. Like, I sold the Electivire because I had two of the Electivire. Alright, let's see. This appears to be a PRB1 case. And let me see what it is with taxes. And they come with 10 boxes, huh? So, this number times this number divided by 10. Looks like I would want to sell them for about $75 per box. 75 per box. I'm heading over to One Piece, Japanese One Piece. $75 per box. What would the price, the pack price be then? 7.5, I think. Okay, let me hit save on that. Would there be a price you would sell it for, or just a card you'd want to fully hold on to? Well, that's an interesting question. I mean, this is a conversation we have a lot. So, for example, if you offered me $1 million, I'd have to accept that offer because it'd be really stupid of me not to accept that offer, right? But that's a very easy example. What if you were to offer me 2.5? Would I be stupid not to take that offer? I don't know. What if you offered me 3? Would I be stupid to not take that offer? I don't know. So that's a really hard question to answer because it's kind of theory. All right, PRB1 is back in the menu. We have this man, my arm is it's like a nerve's going crazy in my arm. What the hell? My left arm's not feeling good. All right, Ancient Origins. It's like traveling down my elbow. Ooh, I went on a nice long walk today, guys, in the stinky, humid Missouri heat. What's good? Cody Alex PSX, who's here? Sign in, guys. Who's here? We should get a giveaway going right away so that you guys can get on it and no one else can. How about this Karuta Sandshrew? He's worth like 50. Let's get this Karuta Sandshrew going. $50 giveaway from yours truly, from me to you. Really, that's a discount price. That should be a green label. His real price is more like 75. That's his real price. Free. What about one of your doubles of the Charizard and 10? The Charizards are very interesting. I could sell one right now. I think that he probably still has room to grow, the Charizard level X. So that one's more like a financial decision. You're right. I will want to sell one of those eventually and probably turn it into something else. Let me just see what he's going for right now. That one's he's like an investment type of card. We are, let's see. All right, let's scroll down. We want the cheapest one. So it looks like there's one on eBay, this one right here. And it looks like that one's $10,000. And then after that, there's no more for sale. Let me check these sold though. I feel like he was cheaper than that just a day ago. All right, let's see. So it looks like he sold in April for $5,000. That card's performing very well. I mean, I could sell him. It's just that I'd want that 10,000. And what I do is I'd probably just roll that money over into the next rare card so that I have one level X Charizard and one whatever the hell the other thing is. All right. That card's definitely going to perform well over the years. Charizard has proven himself again. I think there was a moment where people weren't so sure if Charizards were a really great investment, but yeah, he's proven to be a very good hold. Here it is. I'm burning these plants here. Free beer. How you all get so fast with all the ads? Let me go ahead and ping the Discord server too. Let me make sure that happened. Live. Okay, Alex pinged it already. That's good. Thoughts on Trump and Elon Musk? No, Trump and Elon, they're breaking up. Who will think of J.D. Vance? Poor J.D. Vance. At least now he gets 2 Christmases. All right, let's see. Poor J.D. Vance. Mom, Dad, stop fighting! No, but honestly, it's a pretty big blow to the Republican Party. So that's the way I see it. All right, ta-da! Democrats are going, yay! Type in TCC to be part of the giveaway. You guys are here early, so you guys get to be in the early portion. All right. Who will think of J.D. Vance? Poor Donald. Yeah, I agree. Poor Donald. What the hell? Computer's like frozen. Does this work? Oh, my computer's not working. Let me close this. All right. Oh, YouTube's broken on my computer. I don't know what's going on. Are we still connected? I guess we're still connected. I don't know. I'd come up to 2.2 on the Garchomp. Yeah, that wouldn't even slightly interest me. The Garchomp's a real nice card. $200 is like a speck of money to me, so that doesn't get me excited. 2.2, I can get $200 with like one card on the table. One little Pikachu, and let's say somebody picks up maybe these two cards. That's very reasonable. That'd be $200 to me. So it's more about just holding the card. This is also why I think that the cards are underpriced. Because look, that's $200 right there. That's nothing. It's 3 little cards, you know. So it's like a speck of money because I've got too many great slabs. I could put 200 together so quickly now. He's a good card though, and if you've got one and I've got one, we're going to be like Garchomp besties. What do you think? Weird. YouTube's not working for me. Maybe I have to reset my server. Is anything else not working for me? Is PayPal working for me? Let me make sure PayPal's working. Mr. 200 is a lot to those who work for a living. Yeah, that's true. $200. I mean, but it's $200 is like $100 nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like after COVID, everything's changed in value. You know what I'm saying? And in the world of Pokemon cards, $200 does not buy you a lot. It doesn't even buy you one booster box of the latest set. Not even one box of Descent Rivals. So in the world of Pokemon, maybe because Pokemon cards are so expensive, $200 doesn't go very far. All right, let's see. Is this working? I think it's working. All right, let's get started. What's up, guys? There was a time where $200 was like so important to me that Karis and I were eating cabbage. Cabbage. You throw this away. We were eating cabbage and potatoes. What is this music, man? I'm telling you, this is gay fashion show music. You need $500 to get a nice slab now. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I was very blessed by this because I was already sitting on a lot of cards when that happened. So I'm very lucky. Oops. So I appreciate that my status in life has changed a little bit from where it used to be. And, but as for concerning the details of a trade for Garchomp, if it went from, let's say, 2,000 to 2.2, it doesn't really change my feelings about just wanting to have a Garchomp. That's all. And maybe I was like, you know, reacting to that. Cabbage is good for you, mister. Not the cabbage! No! Would you trade for other cards? I have some good high-end slabs. Yeah, if you could get a hold of one particular slab. Let me think. Well, I sold my Shining Magikarp first edition a long time ago for like $4,000. Now it's like $5,000, so I got to buy that guy back. Another one that I might get, I don't know if I will, but another card I've considered, Japanese Shining Tyranitar. I just like the way the Japanese card looks, that's all. Is there one on the market? There was one on the market for like $8K, and I passed it up. I didn't want it. Shining Tyranitar. Let's see. Yeah, there was a Japanese one. Oh, it's on the market for $15,000. Jesus, dude. Yeah, there's one on the market for $15K. I mean, I could sell a Charizard and a Garchomp level X and maybe a few other cards and go buy that, but I'm not going to do that. It can sit there for $15K. There's a point where the price seems too high. You know, there's so much other stuff I could do with $15,000. So, but yeah, cards just keep getting more expensive. Just a small loan of $15,000. I could buy it right now like that, just like the Gyarados. I want to move, though. You got to have cash for moving. So that cash is sitting in account for moving. And $15,000 just seems a wee bit expensive. Just a little bit. Here's Torchic. Look at that Torchic. Karis and I have been saving up since, like, the beginning of the year. You guys remember us talking about wanting to move at, like, the beginning of the year? I know we were talking about it, because remember what I said? I said if we did not get the casino out here in Lake of the Ozarks, that I wanted to move out of Lake of the Ozarks. That's what I said, and we didn't get it. That was in November, so we've been saving for, like, half a year now, and so we got a little bit of cash laying around. So, yeah, there's a temptation. You could go run out and buy something special like that. I've got Sabrina's Gengar First Edition in a 10. Oh, yeah, I used to have that. I used to have 2 of those. I sold one of them. I still got one left over. It's a good card, though. It's definitely a good card. Here's 6. Cards I really like that I've been stacking up. Expedition Tyranitar. I like him a lot. Shining Tyranitar. I think I have 3 of those. I like Rocket cards. I'm a big fan of any of the Rocket cards. Oops. Give me a second here. All right. Let's see. Dark Magneton first. Let's see if there's one for sale. There rarely is. No. See, I like the first edition Dark Magneton. How about the Shining Tyranitar? Well, he's really overpriced right now, Tyranitar. Shining Tyranitar. So the cheapest Shining Tyranitar First Edition, they want $10,000 for it. Yeah, right, dude. I'm not doing that. What about Magikarp? I bet Magikarp's gotta be ridiculous too. Magikarp. So the cheapest Shining Magikarp. What is this? What the hell? That looks crazy. Okay, so we're looking for the cheapest PSA 10 First Edition Magikarp. Let's see. What is that? Oh, that's an 8. That one in auction. So here's one. It's 5.9 thousand. Oh, that's an 8. Never mind. PSA 8. Why would they do that? Why would they sell it like it's a 10 when it's an 8? Still looking for one. Here it is. So it looks like it's in Switzerland. And it's this one right here. Look at that. He's a nice card. They want 8.5 thousand. Oh, Pokestein. I recognize that guy. Pokestein. Ooh, I'm going to drop that. I'm seeing to have lost my bear. Do you think selling your houses might be a bad call in the long run? I feel like that even with the market being high, it's still nice to own a few. No, we're going to sell all of them and just move to a different house. So we'll still own property, but we're just going to have a different house. I'm trying to nicely coerce you into selling me the cards, but my methods don't work if you have a lot of money. Ha ha. Well, yeah, so it'll mostly be about whether or not I want to keep them. I do like them, but, you know, if you ever find some sort of meaningful trade or something like that, trades are always a possibility. But I like those cards a lot. Just like you, I like them too. And it's because I don't have a lot of them, and they're from an interesting time period, the Platinum period. I played that Pokemon. Which one did I had? I had Pokemon Pearl. Yeah, that's the one I had. I had Pokemon Pearl. So I remember that time period. I actually played through that. All right. So we have an order from Miss 6 for a spot in the Fossil Sublist. So tonight, guys, the Fossil box break is full. However, there are these 2 spots that belong to me, and we have a Fossil Sublist. So I'm gonna tell you guys, you should consider jumping in here, because if you fill this list out, you're gonna take this last spot from me. It is. See this number 2? You're gonna take that spot if you fill this list out. So 6 just jumped in. She said, "I'll take spot number 6." All right. So it's a total of 17 spots. It really will require a group effort to fill this list. We got tonight and we got Saturday night to fill it. That's 2 full streams. We might be able to fill it. That's the Fossil Sublist. Steal a spot. Hey, mister, remember I pulled the manga from OP11 in Japanese. It released in English today and bought a booster box and pulled it again. What? Did you really? That's great, man. Congratulations. That's pretty good. You're getting rich. I have some gold stars too. Torchic in a 9, Vaporeon in a 9. Those are pretty good. The gold stars are pretty solid, but I think converting my 10s into 9s is generally not considered a good move unless the trade was like heavily favored in some direction. Because on the surface, you could get dollar amount for dollar amount, but future projections for those 2 sets of cards would look very different, right? Like this guy, let's say he's a $100 card, right? And then let's say these are worth 1 penny. Well, I could put enough of these 1 penny energy cards together to equal $100. But which one would you predict is the better purchase? Well, it's this one, because he's going to go up in price. So weirdly enough, even if you got equal amounts, $100 of each of these two things, you'd still want this one all the time. That's why people know not to trade their 10s down into 9s. That's why people know that. But there's probably a point where if the deal was sweet enough, you'd go, all right, I better consider that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Like the 5 cards, it was insane, extremely lucky. How do you feel about the WB cards from the art contest? Those are really old. They're just okay. Do you have any other high-end English 10s you're selling? Not a lot. You know, the problem is, Mr. Kosh cards, the problem is everyone's bought them already from me. What you see, what I show off from time to time, that's all I have left. Every time I run into a good card, somebody rushes out and buys it from me if I put it up for sale, and then I just don't have it anymore. So there's nothing harder to keep in stock than high quality, you know, high-end 10s. That's it. And I do have some cards I've been thinking about letting go, some EX Deoxys cards. I've been thinking about letting a couple of those go, changing my holdings on those. What else? Probably, that's about it. There's a couple, and then I got a couple cards in here too. I think they probably need a price update because I think they're all about a month old now. Murkrow, Bulbasaur. So we got these cool niche cards like the Quest stickers and the Tora Karutas. But there's an EX Deoxys, that's vintage. Here's a Carddass. Here's this extremely rare Pop 2 Pikachu. I don't know if he's Pop 3 by now, but he's super rare. Pop 4 Gengar, that's also an interesting one. Pop 4 Gengar. Let's see. Looks like I've got a Carddass Venusaur, Vendor Chansey, a Zubat Sky Ridge. Looks like I've got Crystal Guardians Wigglytuff. Oh, I think that went up in price. Chansey Vintage Base Set Chansey Coin Pristine. Sandshrew Sky Ridge. Claydol from Emerald. I've got a couple of these Topps the Movie 2000 cards for sale too. So it's kind of a limited inventory, and I don't work as hard on that as I do working on, you know, like the latest PSA submission that just came in. I tend to work on the latest submission that just came in. I'd want the energy cards. You'd want the energy cards? Come on, Troy. Here we are. All right, guys, so the story tonight, we got this Fossil Sublist running, and if it finishes, one more pack of Fossil can be handed out. I might buy a larger slab off you next month, getting a lot of overtime. You're getting a lot of overtime. Nice, dude. We usually have 1 or 2 expensive slabs for sale, but it's hard for me to keep track of nowadays. I got a lot of slabs to consider selling. I'm trying to rotate through this big box over here first. Like, look, let's see what's in here. What's tonight? Is it Friday? It's a Friday night, isn't it? Sent a payment for that Mega Rayquaza. Nice. Yes. Where did he go? Oh, where did I actually put him? What? What, I lose him? I lost him. He's gone. Where the hell did I just put it? All right, hold on. Let me set this to the side. He said he bought something. I better go find it. How did I lose that? It was just here. Okay. Middle lot at the back. At the back? You mean I rotated to the back? Not at the back. Mike's side stole it. Oh man, this room's hot. I had to turn the AC up. I lost it. I must have set it down somewhere. Okay, it's clearly not on the table anymore. I set it down somewhere. That's what that means. Where did I set it down? Dude, I got no clue. What did I do with that? He just bought it, and I don't know where it is now. Let me plug this in. Maybe you just hit me. He just bought it, and I don't know where it got set down at. Crazy. I did a thing with the energy card, and then, boop. Is it in the ETB box? Is it in the ETB box? Did I bring an ETB box up? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I bet it is. I bet it's right over here. Ha ha! Brilliant! That's how easy it is to lose something over here. So easy. It would have taken me so long to find that, too. Jumping that fossil sublist tonight, guys. Mark J. Valerian. Finishing off my slab away and wondering if I can get the Mega Rayquaza. Yes, sir. That's a $220 order, everybody. That is a big order, Mr. Mark. Thank you so much. I got you, mister. Don't worry. Whew. He's got me. Let's head over to the slab away. Mr. Mark with an M. Here it is. You have an NGC Magikarp. Ooh. Oh, yeah. There he is. Oh, yeah. We still have some of these NGC coins. They're really cool. Of course, some are more popular than others. Okay, we'll set that right there. And let's go mark this as sold out. Sold. All right. Wow. Mr. Garrett sent for 7 Pokey Shuffles. Mr. Garrett. Oh, my. We got a giveaway card tonight, guys. Giveaway Sandshrew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Zoop. What are you guys up to this fine Friday night? You got Giratina 8. What could that be? Oh, there it is. Found it. All right, this guy over here from Platinum. That's an English card. That's for Garrett. $ Garrett. R22. Do you guys have any plans this weekend? New here, Poke Shuffle? The Poke Shuffle is a $5 chance for a Pokemon card slab. Otherwise, you'll pull a common card. So for $5, you'll pull a common card if you don't pull a hot slab. So what do we got here? We got this Machamp 9. Price from $125. $45 seems correct. Here's this card for $70. Snorunt. What do we got? Oh, this is nice. I'm tempted to regrade this one. Let's see. Let's take a look. Well, he does seem to have a little white dot down there. Now I have to agree with PSA's assessment. This is probably a PSA 9. Okay, we have this lovely Starmie from the yellow deck, Machamp 9. Now, PSA grade's so harsh. Notice you've had more gold poker part 2 slabs. Do you happen to have Totodile? It's the last one I need. I don't think so. I'm not so sure. I didn't run into it. So some of those slabs are priced quite a while ago. Let's check out this Starmie real fast. How about that Starmie? PSA 10, yellow. No, we're going to say poker. Poker, Starmie. Okay, none for sale. So there's a simple solution to the Starmie. He's going to eBay. I did that before. I posted a poker card to eBay that wasn't available. I was the only one selling it, and it just sold instantly. Sold like in one day. I bought the Totodile. Oh, the Totodile's gone. There you go, Mr. JPH got it. The cops were called to the GameStop, too. Lawlen was shown the video of them speeding. Friggin' scalpers. There was a scalper that keyed someone's car going around TikTok. Wow, what? Scalping cars? That's nuts, dude. All right, that ain't right. You know, this sort of bad behavior around Pokemon cards makes a lot of sense. It's basically like a battle for resources, isn't it? Pokemon cards are looked at as very liquid, very desirable things to own. And so we're all a bunch of monkeys going, ooh, ah, this should be mine. Okay, what do we got? We got Pipichu, Lunatone, Flareon. I like the idea of this guy going into the live customs. He's a nice card. is. He made it onto Rattle 3 times. Oh, geez, dude. That's pretty bad. Here we are. Okay. There it is. This is why I just visit Mr. Store so I can get comfortable in my bed in my pajamas. In my jammies. There. All right. We definitely have some pretty good slab prices, for example. So you can come here and find some cool slabs. There you go. At very competitive pricing. Usually, not always. Some slabs I don't want to let go of as fast. All right. Send this guy in. I think we're going to add a, well, no, maybe we won't. Here's a, let's see. Slowpoke yellow, huh? Flareon 10, huh? Look at that Flareon. He seems nice. We need to set up a new break, don't we? I was there. Do you have any of the GX packs sealed still? GX packs? Now, what are you referring to, sealed GX packs? Look at that slow bro. He's so cute. Here's our Kuromi. Sneasel. Mew 9. And for Alligator. We'll make the Mew 9 $30. It's almost half off, guys. We're putting it in the Poke Shuffle. Half off Mew, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, half off Mew going in the Poke Shuffle. Mew 9 Karudo. Okay, just waiting for those orders, guys. That Sneasel EX goes hard. Oh, right, he's for sale. Is Kosh here, Mr. Kosh Cards? We have this nice Sneasel for sale. You might want to see that one. Here's a for Alligator poker card. Okay, let me hit refresh. Let me see what kind of orders we got. We were very busy in the daytime stream. We had a nice long, was it like 3 hours? I can't remember. We had a nice, no, it was 2.5 hours. Nice long daytime stream. I don't know how busy the nighttime stream will be. We just started, though. We're 69 people are in. I have PSA 10 gold, silver part 2, so I just need gold part 2 to complete the quad Totodile set. I feel you. Well, if you keep an eye on me, I've got more gold decks that I plan on grading in the future, so you might end up finding your Totodile with me. I missed the daytime stream. I'm pissed. I'm losing my mind. How much is the Poke Shuffle? What's up, Ben Rains? Poke Shuffle is $5. $5 comes out of this box right here. $5 a chance for a slab. Let me show you what that looks like. Let's take a big chunk of them. You ready? Zubat, Venonat, Tinglu, 5 Live. Bunch of cold ones in a row, see? Bunch of cold ones. Poliwhirl. A bunch of cold ones. Snorlax Old Maid for Alligator. See how it works? Now you know. All right. Place that back there because we know it's in it. Isn't something wrong with Sneasel? There's nothing wrong with this Sneasel card. This is a high-quality, high-end card that I have for sale because I have to sell some cards in order to get ready to move. It's a perfectly good Sneasel. Zero things wrong with it. Here's Gengar Prism for $395. That's a good one. I like that one. We got Lucario. I know what we really need to do. We need to set up a new break. We need to set up a new gym break. We got Geodude, Jigglypuff, and the checklist. We're going to set up this Lucario as a break. Pokemon White, Lucario. That Scoffers was also paying off the vendor for her route until he air tagged her car and she found it. What? That's crazy, bro. So this gym break is a very simple gym break for $34. Jump into this fossil sublist, guys. There's still a chance to get into the fossil box break. It's going off on Sunday. Oh, I put the sublist over here. If you're not sure what to buy tonight, jump into this fossil sublist. Oh, wait, we don't need 2 stickers for this, just 1 sticker. I was $7 short on the... Nice, thanks, man. Okay, there we are. That is set up, Lucario Gym Break. We have this over here, the Jumbo Pack Break. Sean Leon is in the Jumbo Pack Break. We need 3 more people in the Jumbo Pack Break. How many people we need in the SPC Prismatic Break? Let's see what that is. We do a lot of breaks on this channel. You don't have to do breaks. You can just go open Prismatic Boosters. 4 people in there. If you want to, you can just go open booster packs of Prismatic. We have Gem 2. If you haven't pulled it, if you haven't pulled an Umbreon out yet, here is Gem 2, very popular. There it is. Sold tons of Gem 2. Gem 2 is hella popular. Let's see. Thank you, Mr. Garrett, for correcting that. Appreciate it, man. The Scalper was also paying off the... I already read that. You bought one a while back that was in French. Oh, no. I remember that. It was in Spanish, not French. It was in Spanish. I remember that. No, he sold a long time ago. We sold him for the correct price for his value. And, yeah, I got him really cheap thinking he was some special deal, but he was cheap because he was Spanish. Here's a Dusclops for $4.50. Slowpoke and Nidoking. These cards are ready to have their pictures taken. Okay. So we have a channel. We have a channel where you can go shopping. Right over here in our Discord server. Featured All Slabs June. Those 2 channels. Go shopping in there. All right, we're going to take a picture. Click. You can tell my camera's all fuzzy. Yeah. There's a whole crew of upcoming Pokemon content creators that pay her off. Who got paid? Didn't know you had a Discord. Yes, we do. Now you know. So these cards are coming down and going into the June box. And we're going to take a picture. Something like that. We're going to take a picture of this slab right here. The featured channel shows off... Oops. The featured channel shows off way cooler Pokemon. Okay. What slab breaks do you have going on right now? This is Mr. Ben. Ben, the #1 break going on right now is this Fossil Sublist. Last chance to get a spot in the Fossil break. Now, for slab breaks, we have all kinds of breaks going on. Gold Star Greninja. Let's see. What is this one? That's the free slab. The Waifu slab, which has 5 spots left. That's pretty close. Somebody got a spot in that today in the daytime stream. The Rare Candy Crown Pikachu. The Eevee Quest sticker. The Half Moon Charizard. The Mega Mew break. And the Darkrai Lightning break, which is definitely not moving very fast. But all of these seem a little slow. We also have the Lucario Gym Break. So you can get into a gym break for Lucario. Eevee Quest sticker. All right, let's see. Jonathan Morris. Put me in that Fossil break. All right, you got it. Jonathan Morris. We'll put you up here, Mr. J.M. Is Fossil Sublist. The last round, jump in. We got to get it done before Sunday. That means we got tonight and tomorrow. It's for this spot #2 up here. So those 2 packs are mine, but #2 is for sale. We're getting ready for this tomorrow, guys. Are you excited? Ooh. Not tomorrow. We're getting ready for it on Sunday. That Gold Star is nice. Yeah, he's really nice, but he's just really stuck. Nobody seems to be buying him. But that's all right. He can sit there forever for all I care. He can sit there a very long time, and it will be okay in the end. Let's see. Let's grab this. My wife, Karis, she read a whole James Bond novel, the very first novel. And she was telling me all about it because of how much she loved it. Did you guys ever think about that? You could read the James Bond novels. Here we are. Ooh, Nidoran. So this is Pokemon Stadium Red, Pokemon Stadium. $60 Nidoran. Let's take a quick look at that. I thought it was kept at the museum. Did you hear about the Annabelle doll going on tour? What? I want to see the Annabelle doll on tour. PSA 10 Nidoran Poker. Whew. All right, let's try this. Lowest price, buy it now. Even the cheapest Nidoran is $100. This price is not correct. It is, but it's going on tour recently, and they took the box with it. People thought the doll went missing. I thought the doll went missing. I thought it started using its haunted psychic powers. Would you hold the doll, Alex? I would have the doll hold my Pokemon cards, and then I'd hold the doll. All right. $106.25. How about this Pikachu Red? Pikachu Reds going right off to eBay. Star U9 right off to eBay. I'm sending a lot of cards to eBay these days. I have the doll curse the Pokemon cards and turn them into GI Joe cards. No! Joe, did you guys see that? We opened a whole box of GI Joe cards yesterday. It was super cool. Never seen that before. Let's see. How about a new card? What do we have here? We've got Tauros. PSA 10 Tauros. All right. Who's going to open some packs and make the stream special? Tauros. You can also hire me to look into your bag to do pre-grades. A slow night's perfect for pre-grades. Trades, commission. The Pokepot. You can put cards into the Pokepot for fun. You can say, hey, take some of those junky cards out of my bag and put them in the Pokepot. Tauros Vending. That's a nice card. Don't we have somebody in our group who likes Tauros? Isn't it, it's NHCC. He might want to know about this one. All right, the problem is, though, there's none for sale. I don't know its price. Okay. I don't have a understanding of his price because there's none for sale, and there hasn't been a sale on one recently. So I actually do not know the price of the Tauros. That does not say two, it says question mark. The doll went to New Orleans, and that's when the prisoners escaping a workplace caught fire. Oh my God. It's Jason Bourne. All right, that's it. There's no orders in the queue. I will just keep hanging around. Slow Friday, I guess. Does YouTube work for me yet? YouTube not working for me. That's really interesting. All right, well, I can go to YouTube on my phone, I bet. I'm betting my computer needs like an update or something. Let's see. All right. Slow night, huh, guys? What are you guys looking forward to? What are you looking to open? What are you guys looking to see broken in a break? All right. One Piece. Well, we've got One Piece OP12, One Piece PRB1 fresh just came in. Let me just show that off real fast. So this is a fresh box of PRB1. It just came in today. The packs are $7.50 per pack. We sold out of this, and I decided we better restock it. This. All right. We also have One Piece OP12 for $3 a pack. It is One Piece OP12. If you're interested in a break, we have One Piece Monkey D. Luffy break It's 1 in 18 odds. He isn't here yet. He should be here soon. Is he here? Actually, I didn't check my mailbox today. Sometimes the mailman puts a valuable thing in the mailbox like he's not supposed to. Not very often. But I'd be surprised if I still don't have that manga. Nah, he's still on the way. It says right here. Track package. In transit, arriving on time. Wow, when's he arriving? Taking forever, dude. So we'll have him soon. I'm looking forward to watching packs get opened. No problem, no problem. Let me put this over here. If I can advise you guys on what to open, let me know. Like, if you're not sure what to open, we can definitely talk about what has the most value on the menu. Mr. James Bean, keeping us busy. So he's ordered a box of the Gem 2. Here it is, Gem 2. And 5 packs of OP12. Nice. We'll start here. Actually, let's grab the 5 packs of OP12 real fast. 5 packs, huh? We need to meet some new people, too. I want to see some new people join our group. Okay, let me go get more OP12, actually. Oh, we got some right here. How nice. Perfect. Did you get the Magical Collector's Edition for Final Fantasy? Yes, I did. If you're somebody who's waiting to get that, we could host a break on that ahead of time, like a pre-sale break. It is. All right. There seems to be a lot of people talking about that set, so that seems to be the thing right now. Okay. A lot of excitement for that one. All right. Step of that. Mr. James. Yeah, for Final Fantasy, we got that. Cool. Oh, yeah. Charizard break. Surprisingly, I thought the Charizard break would move a little faster, but he's not moving super fast either. This sort of tells me that people have their eyes on something else. The thing that moved really fast the last 24 hours, definitely the Fossil Box. The Fossil Box is on the brink. We're opening it on Sunday. Now we have this last Sublist running. We got 2 people in. We need 15 more people in there. It's a $40 buy-in, very pricey. But that's the thing that I think has had the most money spent on it in the last day, the last 24 hours. The DR boosters moved fast as well. Those moved pretty fast. Yeah, I agree. We are. Yeah, we opened a little bit of that for Mr. Jonathan Morris the other night. So that was good. Okay. Snipping all these. Good. Black and white set looks good. There we are. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Flareon. Look at that Flareon. We've got Eevee. Look at that Eevee. The OP12 is new for me. Stare. Yeah. Here. We've got stamped Sylveon. Special Holo Jolteon. Master Ball Leafeon. This Umbreon V, that looks pretty spiffy. All right. Oh, Flareon. Okay. Here's Flareon. Oh. Jumped right out of my hand. Okay, Sleeveon. Look at that Sleeveon. Okay. Here's Umbreon. Look at that Umbreon. Nice. Is the art in this set unique to China? The ARs are unique. Yes, the ARs. Also, the Master Ball style and the the actual illustrations. These are not unique. They're reusing illustrations. But this Pokeball, the darkness symbol, the special reverse holo, and the Master Ball. That's all unique. So yeah, it's chock loaded with interesting cards here. And I'll be myself sending a couple of these off to PSA soon in order to get these graded. All right. We got Glaceon. I like these crazy holo ones. And there it is. All right, no AR in this box, though, but you got a lot of stamps. There we go. Hey, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hey. Let's see. I like Flareon stamp and a Sylveon stamp and an Eevee stamp. Nice. So 3 stamps in this box. Very good. I guess those are considered more rare. Those are all 2 stars. OP12 be a manga, though. Could be. Yeah, it could be. It could pop out any minute. Holo. 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 Oh, holo. This guy with the sword. Hello, guys. I just saw OP11 Manga Luffy is only €400 right now. There you go. All right. There we go. Tossing this away. So that's for Mr. James. Thank you, James. All right. Thank you, James. Let's grab your bag. Okay. The Hatcher. James Bean. I think I put you down as Beam instead of Beam. Going to a card show today. Oh, very cool. Okay. Ta-da! Here's King of Diamonds, Lily and Solgaleo. Radiant Heatran. Ho-Oh. Venonat. And Cleffa. Okay. What do you have for the Final Fantasies collector stuff? I mean, I can host probably an early break on it if you guys want me to. Do you guys want an early break? It's possible for me to do that if you guys are real crazy about it. Let me see. You guys are, I can tell you guys are really interested. Let's see. You're like, what you got? Doo-doo. Okay. Wow, I spent like almost $5,000 on Final Fantasy. That's crazy. So, and we did pay taxes. Okay. And there's 12 packs in a box. Is that correct? 12 packs in a box? So let's get some numbers really exact. Okay, and then divided, divided by 12. They released it here and it sold out ASAP. Ever considered doing Star Spot battles head-to-head, and winner goes into a break instead of taking a slab? I mean, it's kind of like having a break for store credit. That's the problem for that. But I mean, technically we could do it. Let me take a look. You got these guys want to sell the Japanese version of the same box, huh? You know? All right. And it's 12 packs per box, isn't it? Yes, 12 packs per box. Confirmed. So, what if we did this. Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. I will offer a pre-sale break on the Final Fantasy set now. It's called a collector booster box. Okay, and the odds are, well, the cost is $40, with the odds being 1 in 7. So here it is. It's a pre-sale break. What you're getting is 3 whole booster packs. It's $40 to buy in, and there are a total of 7 spots for that, okay? So that is Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Collector Booster Box. 3 boosters, $40 buy-in, 1 in 7 odds. If you guys want to do that, bring out your bullion. That's reasonable AF. Only $7. All right. Let's see. That's not for the whole box. That's not for the whole box. That's for 3 boosters. Let's see, divided by 3. So that's about $93 a booster, okay? He says, oh, yeah, that's not for a whole box. That's for 3 boosters. There you go. Remember, though, I pay taxes on my side, okay? So, and I pay the processing fees and all this other blah, blah, blah. Well, you've heard the spiel. And I'm looking to make a little money. That's the bottom line. So, but that's the break. I'm the host of the break. And you can trust me to come in here and reliably host that. And it's a safe, easy way to test your luck and something like that. Not gonna lie, that's still a steal, says Tanner Stafford. If you're happy with that price, you might jump into that pre-sale break. What'll happen is if you get pulled out of here, we'll write your name down on a card, and that I owe you 3 booster packs of Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box. You want to be paid? I want to be paid, please! Please! Oh! All right. I haven't played Magic the Gathering since Dragon Maze. Carlton Wicks. $10 to slab away for Carlton Wicks. Here you go, Mr. Carlton. This goes down to 115. Very nice. 1 Chinese Hidden Fates. Oh, man, we opened a bunch of that the other day, didn't we? Do I have any more of that, though? I got 1 more pack at least. And 1 Pokey Shuffle. You got it, man. Would you rather never be paid again or laid? That's tricky. They're both pretty good. I mean, imagine getting laid, but you're like homeless. I don't know. That's tough. Neither is a very good outcome. I think you could rephrase it. What would you rather have, money or sex? I think it would depend on what time in my life you're talking about. Let's say I already had a kid. I'd say I'll give up the sex. I'll have the money. If I didn't have a kid, I'd say the sex rather than the money. I'll give up the money rather than the sex. Here it is. Ew, smelly sex. Did you say you'll be grading more gold part 2 decks? Yeah, I will be grading more of those. Here it is. All right. All right. If you could see how many poker decks I'm sitting on, you'd probably be shocked because I don't show that off very often. Carlton Wicks, Mr. Carlton with the CA. I've never had either, so I ain't losing none. There we go. What other NGC coins do you still have available? Would you guys like to see those NGC coins? I got some Pokey coins to show off. Give me a moment. We kept them down here. Where'd the rest of them go? Here they are. Here it is. You ready? We got the Moltres. Moltres is real good. Legendary bird. Ninetales. Everyone remembers Ninetales as being a rare holo from the base set. Bulbasaur, starter Pokemon, enough said. Here's Primeape, 75 bucks, cheap. Still a decent Pokemon. Dragonair and Dratini, very nice. Ghastly, Raticate, Nidorino, Buttfree. Buttfree, the one who is free of butts. Golem, Horsey, Zubat, Goldeen, Persian, Golem, Rhydon, Machop, Ivysaur 75, Mux 75, and Krabby 69. There it all is. How much for a face reveal? You guys don't want a face reveal. You'd have to look at me. Hi everyone, it's me, Cardconomist. Boo, 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 boo. There you are. I don't know, guys. How much should I charge him for the face reveal? There. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. 20 bucks? Yeah, right. My premium spicy content this way. Is this camera off? All right. Now it's totally still off. Okay, taking a picture of this. Sent payment for the Krabby, also 69 law. Yeah, they were going to be 70, but anytime I run into that number 70, we just go with 69. It's a better number. All right. So we have a picture of all these. Let's take them all down. Okay. And let's go find that Krabby. We just put these all away. But you said you sent a payment for the Krabby, so let's go find him. Where my Krabby at? I bet he's over here. I bet he's over here. I'm feeling it. There he is. Krabby Patty. Excuse me. It's Tammy! Hello, Tammy! Yay, Tammy! Tammy, Tammy, Tammy. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy. Did you drive around all day today, Tammy? I think Tammy drove around all day. We're going to have to start calling her Drammy. Driving Tammy. Let's see. What do you think, Tammy? Drammy? Nah, Drammy sounds too much like Grandpa. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. We're driving tomorrow. Yay! Okay, here's the Krabby. Driving down to LA. Did that Call of Legends pack break ever go off? No, he's really stuck. I feel bad for that one. What do you guys think? Should I buy out the rest of the spots for that one? When a vintage pack break gets stuck, sometimes I buy out the rest of the spots. I don't like to do that because I'm kind of the person who shuffles the card names too. So, okay. All right. This is that fashion show music. Can we skip this part? Only Tammy likes this music. Vahan Gavandian's back. 2 packs of Destined Rivals. Hopefully you still have my bag. It's been a while. Uh-oh. How long's a while? Like a year? If it's a full year, it's been donated. If it's less than a year, it has not been donated. Did that Call Legends pack go off? Probably law. Ah, that sucks, man. If it makes you feel better, it's very unlikely it had anything expensive in it. Like Pond Roserade. Because virtually no one leaves a bag behind that has like Charizard, Umbreon, Gengar, Lugia in it. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a quick look. Victor, Vicente, Victor, Victoria. I tell you what, Mr. Vahan, take $10 off your next order, okay? because I bet you probably are telling the truth. You probably did have a bag, and I probably donated it. I don't know what was in it, but probably nothing that I made money off of. We are. Every now and then, though, somebody leaves behind a card or two that's decent, but it's pretty rare. And usually, if they have a good card, I let them keep the bag over here for like 1.5 to 2 years. So they get much longer. Vahan Gavandian. 6.25. Still have Slab with you too. Do ya? Might want to get those shipped. Let's see. Well, you just sent a payment in now, so if I ever go to get those slabs to get them out of to repo them, I'll see that you've made a purchase recently and know that not to repo those. Here's Mr. Mark. Oh, I did that one. Yay! Thank you, Mr. Mark. This stream brought to you by Mark, basically. Damn, Mark! Mark's the stream carry tonight. This is a slow stream. So we got Ancient Origins. What do you guys think of this? So this will probably be the next box break after Fossil. I'm going to set that up. How's life been? Tell us about what's going on in your life, Mr. Vahan Gavandian. We want to know more about you. Okay, you ready? Work, work, work. What? I thought you were hanging out on a boat, making out with hot women, boat babes. You don't gotta pretend just for us to be humble. I know you're humble. Okay, it looks like we can get one of these for 3,007 honeys. 3,007 honeys. Divided by 36 now. Okay, it looks like we'll be doing $128 a pack. Five, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. You are my last hope at obtaining gold part 2 Totodile, considering pop 1. Can't wait for those to be graded. All right. Sounds good. 20, 21, 22. So he's pop 1. That means the one I just graded is the very first one graded. $34, $35, $36. And there it is. Ancient Origins Vintage Box Break is now the new break. The previous break is still running a sublist, though. Don't miss that. $40 buy-in, Fossil sublist. Last chance to get a Fossil booster pack. We want to see that go off before tomorrow. Okay, let me head over to my menu. And there is no sublist for the Ancient Origins. Just going to hit save on that. Okay. Ancient Origins it is. The one you sold last week was Pop 1. What up, John? Where are the free ones? Hey, what's up, Tyler? Nice to see you. All right, so we do actually have a free one. So here it is. Where is it? Back over here. Lovely. We've got Sandshrew. Ooh, look at that Sandshrew. And it looks like Mr. Ever is in. That Ever Tremillo. Number 2. Emmanuel Valencia. Okay. I bought a house. Are you proud of my crippling debt? What was your mortgage rate? Here we are. Crippling debt. Here we are. Was it bad? My mortgage rate on this house is like 7%. It's bad. The one you sold. All right. So how about some new slabs, guys? How about some new ones? So we now have this gym break. Lucario. Could you see yourself with the PSA 10 Lucario poker card? If so, there's the gym break for it. Okay. There it goes. All right. Here's a PSA 9 Ninetales, PSA 10 Vulpix. Put that over there. Okay. Got a whole bunch of these knockdowns, man. What am I going to do with those? I don't think I need to place like 20 of those up on the channel. Okay, birthday Pikachu. There's already a birthday Pikachu up on the table. Okay. What's this? We have this weird Halo card. Is this empty? Oops. It was 6.875. So you got 7%, I got 7%. Those are some bad interest rates. You know what that means, Tyler? It means that your house has to grow by a value of 7% just to break even with the amount of interest that you're paying on the loan. So if it doesn't go up by 7%, you bought a bad investment. That's how rough that is. 7% is pretty high. Changes your perspective on buying a home. All right, Master Chief. I have no clue about this. Okay, PSA Hard Light. Master Chief. Okay. Let's check over here. How about over here? Oh, here it is. Hard light acrylic card, HL1, $300. Ours is graded 9. I wonder why it graded 9 instead of 10. But so if that one sold for $300, that gives us a place to go from. We're going to say $350. 6.25. Good. Okay. How's the pack break going? Which pack break? Are you talking about the Call of Legends one? Which pack break? Oh, you're talking about this one. The Fossil Sublist? This is the very last Fossil Sublist, and then it's over, guys. So you got a chance to buy in here right now before it breaks on Sunday. Last Fossil Sublist, $40. Buy in now, guys. If you all piled in, it'd be over in one stream. Okay. Ninetales and Ivysaur. I bought it for $25K under asking. And they paid all the closing costs. It is. Nice. There are. Well, I hope it was a good house for you, and I hope it does good for you in the future. Those mortgage rates are deadly, though, man. Gotta admit, those are pretty bad. Other pack break, I was in a mini. Oh, it's this one. Is it this one? Yeah, look at this. Eric Rodriguez bought in, and then he pulled back out. It was kind of crappy. So you're in there by yourself. That's the Call of Legends Sublist, $15 spot. 1 in 5 odds. Get you a spot in the Call of Legends. There it is. All right. No, it hasn't moved, I'm afraid. It's funny. Some things move really fast, and then some things don't move really fast. It's just kind of fascinating the way it works. Here we are. So we have Ninetales. Poker. The Call of Legends pack break, guys, is pretty remarkable. I mean, I know people are excited for maybe new sets and stuff like that. You got to respect the old stuff, right? Like we just saw Mr. Brett Love buy huge amounts of the Fossil Box break, and it's because he understands that although it's not likely, it's possible to pull $10,000 cards out of these spots. That's why he did it. So yeah, it's pricey, but the cards in here match the price. $10,000 cards in there, like Dragonite, like Gengar, Articuno's $4,000. If you get Lapras and it grades 10, that one's $20,000. So that's why people are jumped in here. So, and we've got that fossil sublist running. Well, that's true for this as well. Call of Legends, which is this guy right here. You could buy straight in for 73, or you can get a sublist spot for 15. So this is a Call of Legends pack, and even if you pull the right reverse hollow or hollow, you're picking up like, you know, assuming it grades 10, you're picking up like a $1,000 to $2,000 card. So you think that's expensive, but it's really just reflecting what the cards could potentially do. That's why it's pricey. So, you know, you want to spend all your money on modern. Thing is, everyone's got modern. Not everyone has a Call of Legends. Here goes Ninetales. So Ninetales Poker. No Ninetales Pokers at all. All right, I'm going to go off my own price. Has Vintage Fossil jumped that high? Oh, yeah. Go look up the PSA 10s for Vintage Fossil. It's insane out there, dude. It's crazy. There we are. But Call of Legends is even cooler. So if you don't know much about this set, it's got Lugia in it. It's got Groudon. It's got Kyogre. It's got Rayquaza in it. It's got Deoxys. And they're all shiny. So it's not normal hollows. It's not normal colors. It's shiny colors. They're all shiny. It's got Palkia. It's got Dialga. It's got some really big EX cards in it. And even if it's not an EX, it's got some really big hollows and reverse hollows. Now, this pack might not be heavy. It's probably not heavy. The odds are against it being heavy. But it will come with the reverse hollow, and that could be a big card. And then even the commons are pretty good. Like, there's a Snorlax non-hollow you could pull, and that card's like, I think it's like $500 in a 10. I looked that up. It might have been $400, but yeah, it gets really expensive at a 10. So there's some really impressive stuff in there. Here's Ivysaur. All right, Ivysaur. Topps Ivysaur. You guys like Topps Ivysaur? We want the cheapest one. It is. You'll be married in a year in the summer. Do you guys hear that guy? All right, this will be 40. If I'm correct, a PSA 10 Lapras was 4K a couple years ago. You can't find one. There's one for sale on eBay for $24,000. That doesn't mean it's going to sell for 24, but it's hyper rare. Yeah, so this is going to be, yeah, it's all way more expensive, dude. Okay. There it is, Ivysaur. I'm not sure I understand the sublist and straight buying difference. Hello, Mr. E.T. and Evie. I'd love to have you place a first order today. And so what this is a pack break. This is a common thing we've hosted for years. People buy a spot in the pack break. A spot gives you one card at random. And there's a total of 10 cards. So your odds are 10 and 10. You're going to get one of the cards. Somebody gets the hollow card. And if it's a heavy pack, somebody gets a good card from that too. So everyone's going to get one card. The direct buy-in is $73 per card. So you get one Call of Legends card for $73 from a sealed pack. Again, you're hoping to get the hollow, but only one person will. But you could get a really good non-hollow, like the Snorlax, for example. Now, when items get really expensive, we break it down into an even smaller break. This is called a Call of Legends sublist. We use sublist to refer to a thing that's been broken down even further. So for $15, you have a 1 in 5 odds of pulling a card that goes into Call of Legends. So this thing, you could either buy for $73, or you can have a 1 in 5 odds to get one of these out of here. Does that make sense? That's why it's called a sublist, like a subcategory, like a further breaking down. One serialized Cocoball was pulled. It's on eBay, $200,000 right now. That's wild, says Tanner Stafford. Yes, if you guys are here for the new Final Fantasy set, I'm offering a pre-sale break on Final Fantasy. 3 booster packs, $40 buy-in, 1 in 7 odds. So you can, if you prefer to put your money toward the Final Fantasy packs, they're on the way, but I don't have them yet. But you could get into this pre-sale break. This is a Monkey D. Luffy Mangy pre-sale break, so we got all kinds of breaks. Since you haven't been keeping track of the market in 2 years, are these prices inflated off of hype or still simply supply-demand finally? Your question is a question many people have asked Mr. Tyler, and I've answered it too. Think about it. During COVID, people were locked down. They had free money. Logan Paul jumped into the hobby and brought a lot of attention to it. And so you had what people were calling a black swan event where the prices spiked. So think about it this time. There's no Logan Paul. There's no COVID. There's no free money. In fact, there's inflation. So what's really going on is it's real Pokemon price surge. It's real surge brought on by real demand. There's no celebrity. Name the celebrity that's pumping Pokemon. You can't. It's just happening on its own. And it was happening on its own before he joined, by the way. Did you know that? So the reason Logan Paul even considered getting into Pokemon, probably because he noticed too that it was surging anyways back then. And so there's no more lockdown. It's summertime. If anything, Pokemon prices should be dropping. It's summertime. Prices are surging because there's real demand for Pokemon right now. And we don't know where the gravy train slows down or reverses, but, you know, it feels like there's an intense desire to get control of all the best cards right now. There's an intense desire for that. So you'll be looking to add 10s to your collection. You can grab these 9s if you want affordable cards that seem like they could appreciate as well. It could go from $45 to $65, and that's almost a 50% value, jump in the price. Here's a Lucario 10. Now, this is a simple gym break. So for a 50% odd, you can pull this Lucario for $34, put him away, and see what he's like 10 years from now. He's from 2012, by the way. Did you notice that, guys? This is old. This is not a modern card. That's from 2012. This is older than Ancient Origins. Pokemon content's going better than ever. I've seen OP content pick up traction too. Pokemon has been reborn. Right now, we're heading into more hyperinflation tariffs as well. It does, but that's prices for a sublist fraction of a card, potentially a card, direct, but in buy-in gets a card in the pack. How is it determined who gets what card? Yes, how is it determined who gets what card in the Call of Legends? That's a great question. Let me show you. So I take your name and I write it down on a card like this, and then when it's time, we shuffle these up. So we shuffle it up, right? We set it there. We'll open the pack. And then we'll flip over your card. We'll say, ooh, it's Yolan's turn, and he'll get the next card. That's how it's done. So that's it. Your name gets shuffled when it's time to open the pack. And it becomes a really, really cool thing. We even record it and show it off because people want to know what gets pulled out of these packs. All right. Mr. talking about prices rising in Pokemon Naturally Savage. Let's see. I can't put the volume up, but our Ninetales and Ivysaur are up for grabs. These are for sale. These are both vintage cards. They're lovely cards, very affordable, $45 and $39. How much is a sealed yellow deck going for? I think he still goes for like $1,000. $1,000. Let's see, poker deck sealed yellow. Okay. Let's say Pokemon poker deck. And instead of saying sealed, let's remove that. All right. You can't even find one. Yeah, there isn't one for sale, unfortunately. Sometimes there's one for sale. They typically do ask about $1,000. Yep. Pretty rare to find them sealed. I'm a fiend. I love the yellow poker deck. It's my favorite poker deck. Supply demand, and that's awesome. When I was highly active here from 2020 to 2023, the prices fluctuated a lot. I got to ask, Tyler, did you hold on to any of your cards? Surely you held on to them. No! Some people held on, some people sold. I understand if you sold too. Here's Victor Kokiko, PSA grading for Gem 2 Umbreon, shipping for bags, and PSA 10 Eevee, and last 4 spots in the Call of Legends sublist. Oh, look at this. All right, loving it, Mr. Kokiko. So he wants the last 4 in here. That means we're going to start a new round. And actually, you have these spots, 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, Mr. Victor, you've got 1, 2, 4, and 5. Here goes. The Call of Legends sublist is being decided, everyone. What's the most you would pay for a non-popular yellow deck character in a PSA 10? That is hard to say. That is hard to say. Give me an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. trying to get in for a discount. Vicky Main, I got a poker deck that came in a small tin. Yeah, actually, when you think about it, if you're buying 4 spots, what you're really doing is you're taking a big gamble that TRR doesn't snipe you on 3. That's what you're doing. Good luck, man. I'm going to feel bad if you miss. I'm going to feel bad. You want to pick the number? I'll let you pick the number, Vicky. Pay attention, okay? So you get to pick the number. And so you'll be deciding your own fate. I have something you can hold, Alex. I sold off. Had a BGS 9.5 Shadowless Shard. I'm scared to see its worth now. Yeah, it's going to be a lot higher, man. All right, go ahead, Vicky. Give me a number. Vicky Main. Tyler, do I know your last name, Tyler? I bet you I'd recognize it. 2. All right, good luck. 1, 2. So we've got 1, 2. You didn't get it in the first 2. This is Team Rocket Returns spot. You ready? Oh, he didn't get it either. So it can only conclude one way. There it is on 4. He was close, though. He almost sniped that from you for 15 bucks. That would have been painful. All right. So, Victor, if you don't mind, I'm just going to load these back up. I don't know if you want these comments. You can keep them if you'd like. If you want these comments, they're all yours, Victor. Let me know. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, you missed that. You were close. We are. Wow, that was a really big risk, Victor Kokiko. You had a 1 in 5 odds that you lost all your money. All right. So it's Tyler Stites. What's up, Tyler? How's it going, man? Tyler, I sold some stuff, too, that I regret selling. Like, for example, I sold my Mewtwo from Sun and Moon because Sun and Moon really tanked in price. And I said, you know what? It's because it's modern. So I sold all my modern. All I had to do was hodl. But I was like, you know, I had like this magic formula in my head where I said, well, modern's going to do bad. Vintage is going to do well. And what happened was vintage really didn't do well. It just kind of went stagnant. Some of it went down a little bit. And then modern plummeted. There was a lot of fear. Everyone was sure Pokemon was there were all these people who were like, Pokemon's going to 0. Pokemon, it was just a fad. Black Swan event. You heard that a lot. Black Swan event. It was a Black Swan event. Okay, we're up to 4 out of 10 people in Call of Legends, guys. They called it a Black Swan event, meaning it just happens once in a lifetime, those high prices. And but I did not sell my vintage to my own credit. I said, nope, I'm holding these. And I kept my vintage booster boxes and my poker decks and all this other good stuff. Those have all exploded in value. And so, yeah, I'm missing my XY slabs. I sold them all. And I'm missing my Sun and Moon. And I never really collected Sword and Shield. All of that was a huge mistake. Should have got all of them. And so looking back on that, I won't do that twice. We are. All right. I saw the alt-arts explode like that Mewtwo. Yep, I was stupid. I sold my Mewtwo. All my biggest mistakes have been selling, by the way. But I'm a card shop, so I've got to have something for sale, so it's good to have something for sale. All right. Like, for example, maybe I shouldn't be selling my Call of Legends boosters. Maybe they go really high over time. Why would you sell them? But, because you got to have something to do. We got to have some fun activities over here. Here's Lucario for the break, guys, the gym break. Let's take care of Victor. PSA grading for Gem 2 Umbreon. Let's get on to that. So, Mr. Victor. 1, 2, 3. I saw the altars explode. Potential for stained glass birds promo. Loki hold the FF as long as a hold. I miss my 1962 Chevy. I vaguely remember Mewtwo was 500 at one point. Here's the craziest thing. When I started in 2019, I bought like 6 of those Mewtwo's for like $73 or something like that. It was like $75. I've told this story a bunch of times. And then I sold them, I think, for like $150 or something like that. And I thought I was a genius. No, I would have been a genius if I'd held them the whole time. I can't remember the exact price. It might have been like 68, actually. 68, 75. And then I sold them for like 150, and I thought I was so smart. Same with like my Dark Charizards. I bought 3 Dark Charizards when I first started this hobby, and eventually I would sell 2 of them, but I sold the first one right away. So I bought my first Dark Charizard, $800. And then I sold them like a month later for like $1,000. I'm like, well, I just 800 to 1,000. I just made $200. I thought I was so smart. All I had to do was hold, and I didn't. I sold, and that's just been a big mistake. There are. Selling has always been the mistake with Pokemon. I think people are going to look at Pokemon with a very different attitude now. Now that this whole event has happened, the price has exploded. People are going to look at it very differently. The level of confidence is going to be so high at this point. And it's going to push prices higher and higher. And there's going to be some guy on social media. He's going to gobble up all the cards. Victor Kokigo. In fact, if I wasn't trying to move right now, I would be going hard on trying to buy a lot more cards. I'd probably be buying up. I'd probably get myself a Rockets Mewtwo from this new set, Destined Rivals. Maybe I'd open up a couple cases of it in front of a camera and pull one for myself and try to grade it 10 so that I get the content, and then, you know, just hold on to it. Don't even sell it later. Okay, PSA grading. Okay. Here it is. Let me put that into the queue. So you're in the grading queue. And now you've got shipping for your bags and a PSA 10 slab. All right, cool. How about that, Victor? That worked out for you. The high-risk move you played there in the sublist. Go hard on Team Rocket. I just got a sealed ETB of Destined Rivals. Should I rip everything and try to pull something big or hold sealed? I feel like you really could do either or. What I would say is, you know, test the first ETB and see what the quality is on the cards inside. If the quality is good, it might be worth it to rip them. If the quality is bad, you might keep it sealed. But, you know, this should also teach you guys something about later on when you buy stuff off the market. The market's going to contain lots more off-centered product later on. There it is. Victor. You have to think, there's really intelligent card shops thinking about this stuff too, you know, guys who make this a whole business. Here we are. Okay. Let's see. It did. Thanks again. Ooh, that is nice and heavy, isn't it? We're verifying up-to-date rates. 151 in prismatic. Yeah, if you guys see prices fall on modern, I would say don't get scared. Do not get scared. Pokemon's printing billions of cards. They're going to keep printing billions of cards. And I would say there's definitely a strong desire in the hobby for these cards. That was the mistake everyone made last time. They all got scared and they sold out of their stuff. It is very hard to hold on to effectively what's just a children's toy and believe it's going to keep going up. And that has been why it was such a good hodl for everyone else. Because they said, I'm still going to hold, even though it seems unreasonable to do that. Okay, thank you so much, Victor. Do you ever test the quality of your product? Not really. I mean, you don't see me opening a lot for myself. I could. Did you see I opened one box of Destined Rivals on TikTok or whatever? I uploaded it everywhere. How did that video do, by the way? I mostly just give it all to you guys, right? So that's what we do. Okay, sometimes I set a case aside to hold it for the long term. Let's see. How did that video do? Here it is. We're clicking on this. But what I'm trying to teach you guys is you got to think that way, because I guarantee you card shops that don't have to care about pissing off their loyal fans or customers, they don't care about that kind of stuff. They're definitely doing it. Okay. Yep, we opened a whole box of this Team Rocket Destined Rivals. I don't think the video performed as well as I would have liked. It made a whole $1 in ad revenue. Wow. How do you think the Black-White set will do? I don't know. It depends. I don't think Pokemon fans are as crazy about Black-White as they are other sets. Like Team Rocket, people are more crazy about Team Rocket. You never know. Look at that card. One Piece will outperform Pokemon. Sometimes. I think it's possible for it to do that sometimes, but I don't think anything's truly touching Pokemon. I think Pokemon's on a whole nother league. This. But you know, One Piece could do well. I think I actually bought into something on your stream a week or so ago, but I was working at the time and I got sidetracked and not sure what happened. Is it possible I may have a bag with you? Sure. Well, what was your name? Maybe you could tell me what your name was. Can you tell me what you thought you bought, too? Maybe that can help us. You're wondering what the outcome of the break was, is that right? Yeah, do you remember what the break was? We actually have a channel you could go look that up in. Snorlax Double Blaze. Okay. Oh, this isn't a cheap card at all. Let's see. Not unbeatable. New generation wants some new cooler stuff. One Piece is a larger manga, but much less popular IP than Pokemon. Place this guy over here for now. Let's see. I think Pokemon's just designed to be very collectible, you know what I mean? The whole concept, gotta catch them all. There's all these different cutesy-wootsy animals, scary ones, big ones, ugly ones, pretty ones, smart ones, spooky ones. Pokemon's always going to have demand. Yeah, I have to agree. All right. Let's see. They don't want to watch it, Wald. Okay, Mr. Mark is here. Slab away for the Moltres NGC coin. Oh, good choice. That's probably the next best coin. Probably that Moltres. Oops, guess he wasn't there. Yeah, that was a good choice. Here he is. He's only $150. Let's just do a $10 slab away fee. Okay. Eric Tongate. Yes. All right. This shall be called Mark J. Frieren. Okay. I still love the Pokemon. Good. We're talking some Pokemon shop tonight, aren't we, guys? There we go. Ooh. Mr. Mark. Let me set you up. Moltres, 150 minus 30 would make it 120. 120 remains. Good. That's slab away, guys. New slab away started. We have an order, Oscar Souza, 1 box of Union Arena Bleach. All right, we're getting ready for Union Arena Bleach. Let me price these up real fast. If One Piece was to push his product the same way Pokemon did, it wouldn't hit as well. I respect that you like One Piece that much. You're clearly a big fan. I think One Piece has done pretty good so far. I think it kind of, like, for example, I think it's a very crowded market, and I think Dragon Ball is kind of falling behind, which shows you how even an old, very popular brand can struggle. We are. All right. I don't know if it'll unseat Pokemon just because Pokemon's, like, designed to be collectible, like I was saying earlier. Like, I noticed with the One Piece stuff, it's always the same rotating, like, 25 characters, right? Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. With Pokemon, they've got, like, 1,000 Pokemon to choose between. So they have this slight advantage that way. $20 Dark Machoke. How about this guy, girl? Both will thrive. Yeah, exactly. Like, One Piece can do well. I don't have anything against anybody's hobby. You know, if you want to collect, if you want to come in and collect, Metazoo, you can come in and collect Metazoo. You want to collect Hello Kitty, you want to collect My Little Pony, collect anything you want. It's all about having fun. You can collect booby girl cards. Doesn't bother me one bit. Well, this is really cheap. This is so cheap I lose money on it. There it is. One Piece IP is really just, it's just really huge. I think it's just hard to stop the collectors. Dragon Ball cards are trash, though. Poor Dragon Ball. Hell yeah, My Little Pony. We got My Little Pony and all. So, let's go get that box of Union Arena Bleach. New bag. Oscar Sosa. What's up? How are you tonight, Mr. Oscar? All right, here we are. Woo! Bruh. Shadow Lugia box topper tomorrow. What? Ooh. All right. Hope everyone's having a safe Saturday morning. Yes, we are. You know why? Because we're just hanging out in our homes collecting cards. Say that all the time. There goes some guys out there doing some crazy stuff. Is like, should have just collected cards. Yes. How about that one guy? He was throwing those fire cocktails or whatever, the Molotovs, at the one crowd over the war in the Middle East, and now he's probably in jail for life, and his family's getting deported. And all I gotta say is he should have just collected cards. Way easier. Should have just done this. This is what it's all about right here. It's like grilling, right? Nah, I'm just gonna go outside and grill some hamburgers. That's all for you guys to worry about. It is. Snip of this. Geez, way to throw your life away. Here it is, snipping this. Well, you know, people get really strong. They get really strong feelings about all that kind of stuff. But you're right. He threw his life away. That's what it was. And people do that. People from both sides will do stuff like that. Anyone from any side. How about that one guy? He tried to blow up a fertility clinic. Remember that one? That was. I bet you guys don't even remember that one. That one was like a month ago. Shows you how fast the news moves and how fast we forget. There was a guy who tried to blow up a fertility clinic because he felt like it was wrong to bring people into the world. There it is. There you go. All right, here goes. Oscar Sosa. Should have just collected a Pokemon card. What are you doing, man? Have yourself a cookie and a hamburger and open some Pokemon cards. Here's Bombietta. Here's Yachiru Unohana. Oh. Ta-da! That's why we open Pokemon cards, because we're smart. You watch, we don't get ourselves in any trouble. Here's Quilge Opie. Here's Bleach. Bleach. Ta-da! You got the Bleach Action Point card. That's very good. We could do that if the hamburger wasn't 11 and Prismatic existed in stores. Yeah, it's crazy times, man. Crazy times. Not too long ago, you could find the latest set on the shelf, the store shelf. Now it's all impossible, isn't it? Look at that. Cool. They're going to respond, you know. Pokemon's going to respond by overprinting everything. So that's what happens next for sure. Shinji Harako. Shinji Harako? Ichigo Kurosaki. What? Dang, he's looking cool, man. Okay, Union Arena Bleach. You guys want to open up a whole box of Union Arena Bleach? This was a $96 order for a whole box of Union Arena Bleach. When you make decisions like that, you damage people around you. Yeah. We are? Well, yeah. I mean, that's the whole point, even. The whole point is he wants to hurt people around him. People are nuts, man. They're nuts. Not you guys. Tossing this over here. I kind of hope Pokemon glosses over a DR and focuses on black and white. Glosses over. Is it because you're trying to sit on a lot of Destined Rivals? Here it is. Bombietta. Baster Bean. It's Baster Bean. Yay! She's my favorite. All right. How nice. Oscar Sosa. Look at all that, man. Bleach, bleach, bleach. Okay. All right. New bag for our friend, Mr. Oscar. Mr. Oscar. All right. And we'll grab this. We're going to say $6.25. I just have one box, but I think the set needed more, like you said. This and the Charizard to make it pop off to make it a major hit. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's a Mewtwo set, kind of like Unified Minds is a Mewtwo set. It's got Mewtwo and Nidoking. It's got Ho-Oh, and it's got Garchomp. So it's decent. It's decent. Here's Glassly. We got Slabs. Rebecca. Oddish. Jolteon. This is $40 now. Going up into the Waifu Shuffle. Okay, so the Waifu Shuffle is $20 per spin. Here it is. 091. Rebecca 10. Is your Discord still running? Yes. Well, you better go catch it. Okay. That's up in the grill box now. Rebecca's eliminated. See ya, Rebecca. All right. I need a Charizard. We have no orders in the queue. We're having a slow Friday night. We have this fossil break coming up. The fossil box break is this Sunday. It's done. It's completed. If you want a chance to get on that box break, we are running one last sublist for spot number 2. We got 2 people in here. Jump on into the fossil sublist, guys. We want to get this done before Sunday. It's Friday night. We got tonight, we got Saturday night, and then Sunday night, fossil first edition box break. I hold a lot of OP too. All this love for evolutions here lately. Come on, Pokemon, we need some Gengar and Charizard love now. Did you see the new Answer? He looks like a guy foo. Greninja getting its own set November-ish. What? The fossil sublist, jump in. I'm relying on you guys. Get in there. Now, how about a new slab? That's a new slab. That's a new slab. Jumpluff is a new slab. I guess I'll buy some PRB1 and pull a Manga God pack real quick. Yeah? Well, you know, there's no wait time in our queue, so that's a nice time to do that. Okay, we got Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. Gem 1, the Captain Pikachu is way too nice. Yeah, he's pretty good. There we go. What do you guys think is the single best value to open right now? Which booster pack is the single best value? I've seen the black-white set. I actually don't think it's them. Radiant Sneasler. It's probably going to be fun to open. I just don't think it's going to be, you know, the top set at all. Looks like this guy's about $40, $41. The Final Fantasy set. Oh, that's not even Pokemon. You think it's the Final Fantasy set, huh? You're right. So if you guys want a chance for the Final Fantasy stuff, we have the Final Fantasy pre-sale break. 3 booster packs. Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Collector Booster Box. $40 buy-in. So you can go after that right now. We're offering that now. Gem 2. I like Gem 2 a lot, and I think it does offer a lot of value. It might be the most valuable Pokemon booster pack to be opening right now. Just because, you know, all those holos are actually all gradable, aren't they? Let's see. No, we don't want this. I want to see if I can find some tracking. Let's see. No tracking numbers. Ah, well. No tracking numbers yet. How about this Hunter Series 3 vending? Well, it's pretty obvious why this graded 9. This one's off center. Definitely deserves the 9, everybody. I'm sure I sent this one in anyways because this one's so nice that you grade it even when it grades 9. Haunter. Vending. Oops, I typed in sending. Went for a lovely walk today after today's daytime stream. A walk in the woods by the water. There's a trail out here you can walk where they launch boats. It's really cool. Wow, he's pricey. He's pricey. He's $90. This guy's $90 even as a 9. Well, that makes sense because the 10 is a couple hundred. Okay. Showing off new slabs tonight. It is a Friday night. And tomorrow I get to hang out with Quip, and there's no daytime stream tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. Although, I'm probably going to spend all of tomorrow working on moving. I'm going to be listing slabs on eBay and researching where to move. Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Las Vegas. Those are all options. Jump-Pluff. It really sounds like we're not going to be moving to Texas because that's the one both of us seem to not like the most. It is. All right, let's see. Wow. How can this be so cheap? This is like $33. I'm tempted. Let's just go put this in the Poke Shuffle before anyone can buy it because it's so nice. I want people in the Poke Shuffle to get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just sent in an order. No rush. Have no fear. You got like almost no wait time. 9. Jump-Pluff. 9. Las Vegas would be best for you, in my opinion. You'll get the best for big conventions if you ever need a trade or big deal offload. You said you weren't adding anything to the Poke Shuffle till a chase comes out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about that. I don't normally do that. I remember I talked about that in the daytime stream. Okay, so if that's true, let me stop myself. Is that good? Is that enticing, Six? Six, you mentioned that. Is that enticing when I say something like that? Do people like that? Like, does it make you want to buy shuffles? I wasn't even sure about that one because I didn't see anyone respond to that. I think I was asking people if they wanted me to do that. If that's good to you guys, if you like that, we can do that for sure. All right, so here we go. We've got Miss 6-3, Destined Rivals. You got it. I don't know. Personally, I don't get Poke Shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Here we are. Well, I mentioned it. I said I could stop adding cards to the Poke Shuffle until the next big hit comes out for fun. But I wasn't sure if anyone even cared or like... I remember that because I was talking about that in the daytime stream. Okay. All right. Ready, ready, ready. What is this? Oh, got a weird email. Here we are. I don't know who got a hold of my information, but I get contacts from China all the time now. And oh, what'd we pull? 6, you just get way too much luck. Oh, what's this? Team Rockets Moltres English. First time pulling this. Wow, we opened a lot of boxes before we pulled this even one time. Look at that. 6 is like, whoa. Wow. All right, beautiful Team Rockets Moltres. You want to see the back of it? There's the back of it. Okay. Very nice. I'm going to have to save that moment for Mr. Mike's side. Team Rocket Moltres. Okay, we'll open this as well. Zeraora. All right. Very good. Okay, I'll save this content for Mr. Mike's side. That's the first time we pulled that. I like this music when it's really fast. I almost wish it was faster. 6 pulls. 6 pulls. Rocket Moltres. 154. All right, there it is. That's a nice alt art. That's a nice AF Moltres. Must have been pulling me fire lately. You had two pretty good rounds last time, 6. If you ever made a medium off your collection and made it an online museum, what would add and how would you do it? I don't think my collection could be a museum because I don't collect. Like, when I collect cards, I don't collect the whole set. I just collect maybe, like, my favorite card from a set. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Wow. You want a pre-grade? I'm going to give you a pre-grade on that, Miss Alexis. Your card has an off-centering top to bottom and a white dot right here, okay? So this one, probably more like a 9. Might be an 8. Did I say Alexis? I meant 6. I talk to Alexis a lot, okay? I do. I have to because she does the shipping. We are. And their names are similar. 6 Alexis. They sound very similar. All right. Looks slightly off-center. The Umbeast Knight was sick. I don't want to hear it, Tammy. I should have said I don't want to hear it, Jennifer. That'd have been funny. All right. I don't want to hear it, Jennifer. Here's Ursaring. Here's Slowpoke. I have a very good defense. Her name actually does sound a lot like 6. Here's Blau Party. And Growlithe. Ooh. Wow, look at all these sexy cards for sexy people who like sex. And, oh, you said you didn't want the hollows, I believe. I hope you never mess up Quip and Alexis. Talk about being in the doghouse. Here we are. No, I wouldn't be in the doghouse for something like that. You know what I would be in the doghouse for? Working too much. Then I will be in the doghouse. Because I get in trouble for that. All right. Karis and I have had some pretty bad fights in the past over not doing anything fun enough, you know. So if I'm ever in trouble, you can bet there's about a 50% chance that's what went wrong. All right, we took a picture of that. I remember when you were doing that all the time. I used to say Jennifer Yap and Tammy. I used to confuse their names constantly. Why did I do that? I still don't get it. It's like the lines cross in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no specific explanation for it. But 6 and Alexis, they actually have very similar sounding names. All right, so we're not done. We're not done. That was 6's order. Thank you, 6. We also have our friend, Mr. Victor Kokiko, opening up a Gem 1 box. Ooh, a Gem 1 box. Okay, lovely. Gem 1, everybody. All right. I think I might have only 1 box of Gem 1 left. Okay. I'm good, just been busy. Here we are. So here it is, Victor Kokiko. Lovely. Okay. Last box magic. No, there should be 1 more box of this. I wasn't saying I was completely out. By the way, does this work yet? Nope, YouTube still doesn't work. All right, I need to reset my computer. Almost done with my 13-hour shift. What? Here we are. Who's jumping in on this fossil sublist? We need to get this fossil sublist moving, guys. 16 spots. No, actually, this one's a total of 17 spots. Here, let me mark that. I should change that. There it is. So 17 spots. We got to fill this up. That's for the very last pack. It goes off on Sunday. So you got tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday, and it's off. Alex, you a full-time scalper? Mister, did the SPC break finish? It did not. That same break is still running. I think there's 4 people in it. All right, Mr. Victor, 1 box of Gem 1. Okay. Very nice, very nice. I just pulled a 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't be whistling. Here goes. Master. Oh, you got this cute little duck, huh? You going in the front. Pack number 2. Look at this guy. It's Crocalor. When are you getting the new set? As soon as possible. I think it takes a little longer to get out to me because I live out in Lake of the Ozarks. Okay, here's this guy. Oh. And here's Fui Coco. The guy I bought it from has confirmed it's on the way. Here it is. Captain Pikachu. We're going to put Captain Pikachu in the front. Look at that Captain Pikachu. Let's see. I did 3A to 5P yesterday. We got, oh, Spigatito. When you like collecting Pokemon, it's a good thing to be a hard worker because that's how you get more Pokemon. So if you love collecting, you should love working lots of hours. There you go. All right. Tossing that. There's a Chauncey. Here's the gay duck. Ooh. Lovely. So you got an AR out of here. I'm betting you don't get 2 ARs, so you just got the 1. That's not bad. This. I'm going to inquire, see if I can get more Gem 1. Gem 1 did pretty good. What do you guys think? Ooh, should we keep Gem 1 in stock? I think Gem 1 should stay in stock. It's a unique set. Another Pikachu. I'm loving the Pikachus jumping out for you. Fui Coco. I love Spigatito. Here's Captain Pikachu yet again. And Sparkly Captain Pikachu. Gem 2 seems better, but Gem 1 isn't bad. Could be a hold. They're both good, right? Starters, right? All right. Victor with the V. Now, wait a second. You shipped off, didn't you? I wonder if I can fit that in with everything else. So, might have to hand carry that one. All right. Send an order in for that Fossil Sublist, guys. $40 buy-in. I want to see that end so we can get that last pack for the Fossil break. Oops. Victor. Key. Okay. Gem 2 has a lot of reprints. Not enough. Got to be 2,000 reprints at least. Okay. Hit refresh over here. Let's get a rotate going. What do we have? We got Kyogre, Legends Awake. Vulpix. Magmar. Tyranitar. And Glengar. It's Glengar. Okay. Time to start taking pictures. All right. What do we got in here? Oops. Oh, wow, they didn't mark it OC. That's so annoying. I remember that. They claim this one's not OC, but I can see the guiding dot. Look. There it is. There's the guiding dot. Now, if PSA was deciding whether this was a 10 or not, this would be a 9 because of that obvious black dot. That's the guiding dot. It's an off-center card. Anyways, it's for $16 because they didn't call it OC, so that's annoying. I disagree with them. That's OC. By the way, look at it. Look how bad it is. See how bad it is? All right. What are these? So this $80. That's $75. That's $35. Okay, cool. Let's see. We're jumping over here. We're hitting refresh. How's it going, guys? Smash that like button for me, if you will. It's Friday night. Miss Six says 2 solo leveling, 2 151 Chinese. 2 solo leveling. Okay. 151 Chinese, huh? Where am I storing that? Here they are. Lovely. Did you guys check out the moving sale menu in our description? I have some items that are on sale because we're getting ready to move to a new house, hopefully within 6 months. And so I'm just letting some stuff go. And you can get it at a special low price now. It is. You might find some stuff interesting on that list, like the Pixar boxes, for example. Here's Marowak. Here's a cold one. And Kaiju No. All right. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Let me toss this out. So what do you guys think Karis and I should be watching next, by the way? We finished the Bond series. What should we watch next? You guys want me to start doing movie reviews? I'm ready to start doing movie reviews. All right, very good. We have no orders in the queue. The queue is empty. No orders in the queue. Close this. Close this. All right. How about one of these? Articuno 9. Whoa. What is that? Nami One Piece, $800. Really? Is she really 800 or is she less than that? Let's see. That really should have gone into like the featured channel. Oh, hey, look who it is. Let me mark this on red. All right. Let me exit. Hold on. We are. So, now how about this Nami? Nami 016. And sort by the high price. Oh, wow. So a lot of Nami cards have 016. Well, this is OP1. This is like pre-errata or something, right? Isn't that what they call it? Is that the OP1 or a reprint? This is the original one. That's what I've been told anyways. Maybe you can help me. Can you look up the cheapest buy it now price on this card? Because it's really confusing for me. Like, here's one from Italy, 797, and it says V.2 alternative. What does that mean? Here's a pre-errata one for 800, 800. And then I think it disappears after that. So, wait, here's one. That's Japanese. And this one says beta. So I think the cheapest one is 800. It's dropped quite a bit. Has it? Can you find the cheapest buy it now for me, perhaps? The closest one I can find is this one right here, 800. Pre-errata, that's what it says. OP1 should be more expensive. Pre-erotica. What? I don't see any below that. Here it is. So if the cheapest one for sale is 800, that's just the price of this one. There it goes. All right. Grabbing this. Okay. Pre-erotica. Here we are. Funny man. All right. Good. Let's just say 800, 624. All right, there it is. We got a nice Nami up here. Let's hit refresh over here. Wait, why change the sleeve when it already says 800? Just to get it clean. Nice clean sleeve. Ivan Rodriguez, cheap slab, $16. Oh yeah, here it is. The Gotharita off-centered one. So if you show this off, Mr. Ivan, show off that corner. Let me show you. I'm going to zoom, okay? Do you see that little black edge right there? That's called the guiding dot. Normally, the dot's a bit thicker, but you can see this is just off-center enough to show off a little bit of the guiding dot. But that's what that is. And that's because the card is so off-centered that the guiding dot's showing up. When that happens, PSA is supposed to give you the OC qualifier, and they didn't. Probably because they didn't look at it that hard. Or because maybe they don't like that it's only part of the dot. I don't know. I don't know the reasoning. Ivan Rodriguez says he'll also snatch up the lovely Jolteon. All right, you got it. Okay. Here's a fun one. Look at this, Mickey Mouse. Here's a Mickey Mouse card, right? 1935 bubblegum card. Let's have one of these be a break. I've never offered the Mickey Mouse cards as a break before. No, I've offered them as a break before, but I've never done it like a gym break. We'll do $39. Make it a little more enticing. So that gives us 2 breaks now. Here are 2 gym breaks just waiting to go. This price hasn't been updated in a while. This card might be much cheaper. Oh, but before we do that, let's see what's next in line. 6 says 2 solo leveling and shipping. You got it, Miss 6. 2 solo leveling and a round of shipping. They have alpha, beta, and reprint. Here it is. All right. All I know is that's a good Nami waiting to go to a good home. All right. Hold. Ooh, sorry, 6. Let me toss those commons in your bag for fun, though. Okay. Miss 6. If you'd like to open a few more, 6, we got plenty more. If only it was Japanese. Kind of crazy how expensive OP is. Wildbear might see the future. Let's go ahead and print this. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense that the first print wave of the base set would cost so much. If anything, you almost have to wonder why it doesn't cost like 1,500. You know, because I mentioned this earlier with the One Piece set. It's a little different from Pokemon. With Pokemon, there's hundreds and hundreds of Pokemon. With One Piece, there's really just the main characters, the side character, you know, the B characters, and then the C characters, and then you're out. So they're going to make 1 million Nami cards. Well, this is from the very first set. So you would think the desirability of this card would be through the roof. That's how I would feel about it. That's the one to collect. Like, who even needs the rest? Those are all just different artworks, but effectively, they're like reprints. Here's Ivan with the Tag Abra. Tag Abra. I had a Tag Abra come up here? I don't even remember that. Oh, the Drowsy. Here you go. All yours. Ta-da! Okay. Boop. All right. Hey, it's Mr. Efren Arriaga, Destined Rivals. You got it, Mr. Efren. How's it going tonight? The English version of One Piece is about 300 PSA 10. But also different economy. All right. Here it is. Okay. Found that out. People are hard-focused on tourney cards. People who did hard-focus Nami at start took a crash. It's hard to trust, but it's going up and will ramp nice. Well, you got a nice Nami in front of you for sale that I don't collect because I'm a Pokemon card collector. So, you know, that makes me a motivated seller. So you got an option to grab that one. If I was a One Piece collector, you think I'd be holding Nami? Heck yeah, I'd be holding that Nami. I guess. Like, how do you think it got to 800 in the first place? That's a very clear sign about what's in demand. Okay, you didn't say new bag, right? Edward Efren. Haha. Got some nice hollows in there, but you really didn't pull anything super-de-duper. Super-de-duper. Oh, yeah, we got to save this oddish, huh? Look at all these, man. We got One Piece OP12 for $3. PRB1 is back for $7.50, $75 a box. Metazoo Kickstarter for $45. Destined Rivals are $9. Gem 2 is $4. Rocket for $6, and a whole box of Nikke for $60 or $2.50 a pack. Very nice. All right, Mr. Efren, thank you. Good. Jumping back over here, we have an order from our friend Ivan Rodriguez. He also wants the Oddish. Wow, he's sniping that Oddish out of here. Okay. Very nice. Okay. We got some Jim Breaks. Vintage 1935 Mickey Mouse and Lucario 9 of Clubs. Those are nice. Here's Groudon. Golem 10. That's Chikorita 9 from the very rare Merlin 3s. Charmander 10 and Magneton 10. Now, what I have to say about these two cards here is that these are graded after PSA's big grading strictness improvement, or whatever you want to call it. So their grading standard went up. So pay attention to that, all right? Well, I'm thirsty. I want a drink. How about some more cards? Let's see what we got. Victor sent for the last box of Gem 2. Ooh, that's good. $39 on this Tangela 10. What is this? Pelipper? Ooh, last price on $325. What's he worth now? That's a nice card. Pelipper Crystal. Pop 13. There's not one for sale. So I get to raise the price on this because it's from a long time ago. Let's see. There's not one for sale. I just get to kind of decide my own price. And oh, that's a thin sleeve. I'm not going to raise the price by very much. I think $345 is already pretty much reasonable for a Pelipper in particular. He's not like Charmander, you know what I'm saying? He's really cool because he's actually an electric type here. Okay, so he'll go from $345 to $355. But yeah, there's none for sale. Wow. I traded most of the modern stuff for OP1 case. I'm starting to think that this guy maybe likes One Piece cards. I'm not sure. Victor says, give me that box of Gem 1. You got it, man. Box of Gem 1. Ow! What was that? That was so sharp. All right, and there we are. I wonder if that Jigglypuff price is correct. Let me look. I don't even know. Oops. God, I hate doing that. There it goes. All right. Poker, Jigglypuff. There's a green deck Jigglypuff for $60. We have the red deck, and there's no red deck for sale. Let's see. Yeah, there's no red deck for sale. I could probably just list this on eBay. I really think I could. Oh, right. I sent a text. Let's see. There we go. All right. And let's go ahead and snip this. Traded most of the modern stuff for OP1 case. LMAO. Still ain't cleaning the floor up, mister. There we are. I cleaned up the floor in this room. It's just so much stuff. And it was actually something cut my arm as I was walking by. You know, it was basically an open case of Pokemon Japanese, and the box got me. What happened was I bumped a box, and then an actual open box fell over, and those have really sharp edges, and it scratched the heck out of me. This. All right. You don't think my floor is clean? My floor is so clean. What are you talking about? Clean as hell, dude. All right. Ta-da! Good. Tossing this. Okay, we got this cute little Sprigatito. Gem 1 is sold out. Okay, here's this duck. Wank. Oh, nice. The Pokeball girl, whose name I forget. Rip Gem 1. We have no more Gem 1. We're sold out. Don't try to buy any. Okay. Here's Croconaw or whatever his name. What's this guy's name? Somebody tell me what that guy's name is. It's not Croconaw. Okay, we got a Pipichu. Rip Gem 1. Ta-da! Oh, that's an exclusive artwork. Very nice. All right. That is one of the exclusive artworks in this set. Blue Pix. It's Blue Pix. Good. Here's this character whose name I won't remember ever. It is, very nice. Ta-da! And, Fuecoco. And, oh, 2 Pikachus. You got the stamped one and you got the normal one. Nice. Ta-da! All right. So I was telling you guys earlier in the stream that Karis actually went and read the first James Bond novel. And she was talking about how the artist who wrote the book, Ian Fleming, was himself kind of a tragic character in the real world. And then she was also talking about how his very first book about James Bond also paints James Bond as a tragic character. Very interesting. Very different from the sort of James Bond we're used to thinking about, you know, where he's Rico Suave, I'm Bond, James Bond, right? All that stuff. The very first book paints James Bond as a very tragic and tortured character. We are very different from how we think of him. Really interesting. Did you buy Switch 2? No. No Switch 2s. Not allowed. Not at my house. We are. But he falls in love with this girl in the story, and the girl mostly rejects him. Also not very much like James Bond. So the girl mostly rejects him, and in the end of the story, spoilers, she commits unalive. We are. Very nice. But so she's like this idealized woman that the main character wants, and he can't have her. You know what I'm saying? And then she's dead at the end, and it really upsets the James Bond character in the book. So he's this actually really unhappy figure. Not like how he's portrayed in the movies mostly. This. Don't forget to remove it from the menu. Oh yeah, let's do this other thing too. I'm going to contact this guy. There it is. So, Mr. Efren. Oh, no, wait. We didn't remove it from the menu. Okay, let me do that first. So, under Pokemon Chinese, China, we're removing Gem 1. Thank you for that. Gem 1 is off. Okay. And now we jump back over here. We have Mr. Efren. Grade check my Venusaur EX. Grade check your Venusaur EX. Here goes. Ah, lovely card. Ooh. So I'm looking at him and I'm immediately drawn to this edge here, where you can see he is clear. Why is it fuzzy? God, I hate this camera. You can see right here, he's quite off center. The edge of the card is not very good on this side either. So I would anticipate a grade 8 or lower. And now you know your Venusaur is an 8. How nice is that? Got another card. Let's see. That seems to be the main one, huh? All right, very cool, man. Off center. I would say he's worse than a 9. It's good to know that too, you know, because sometimes you still grade a 9. You can have me put it into a Cardconomist slab and have it graded A like this. So you could grade with me for $35, and we have this grade called A for Authentic. It doesn't have a grade. It just means that this is a real card that's been unmanipulated. Yes. All right. So that's an option. Walmart just had some in stock. You're buying Walmart stock? Smart move, bro. I'm proud of you. What do we have here? Ooh, a Halo sketch. That's cool. Okay, we've been putting slabs up on the table all night for you guys. Here we have an order from Mr. Danny. PSA 10 Terrapagos. Art rare. Terrapagos. What do you like over here? All right. You got it, Mr. Danny. Ta-da! It's a small world after all. Ivan Rodriguez says Eevee and Venusaur. Okay. Oh, wow. He's only $100. That's actually really good. Wow, you have a good eye for some of these. Look at this. He got an Eevee 9 and he got a Venusaur 10. That's good stuff. All right. Okay. Do you not do the QR codes anymore for your slabs? Actually, these will be taken down and re-encapsulated because he requested the QR codes. Right here, we can place a QR code showing what time in the stream you pulled it. So if you were to scan it, it'll take you back to that. But that's considered an add-on, meaning that you actually have to pay an additional fee and you have to provide the timestamp to me so that when I make your label, I can go bring that up. If you don't do the add-on, it's just blank. However, instead of blank, I've really considered putting my YouTube channel here. What do you guys think? Is that crazy? YouTube channel? I could either do that, or I could do like a QR code for like a search for Cardconomist slabs on eBay. That'd be interesting. So that you could search Cardconomist slabs for sale by scanning the QR code. Wouldn't that be funny? Ivan Rodriguez. That's sick. A good idea. QR code would be nice. Kmart, where I got most of my cards growing up. How much of an add-on? Yeah, so there's 2 add-ons you can add to a slab when grading with me. The first one is a $5 add-on where you can add a message to the back of the slab, or you can even play around with the title of the card. So instead of having the standard name Charmeleon, you could say something like Tanner's Charmeleon or Orlando's Charmeleon, like that. You know, Quip's Umbreon. So we can change your label to be kind of like a personalized label. And the back of the label can have something like that too, if you prefer for it to be on the back of the label. So on the front, it could just say Charmeleon, but on the back, you can say Orlando's Collection, something like that. So that's sort of like, that's an add-on that allows you to change the label. And then the QR is an add-on for $5 that allows you to scan the label and go to the timestamp of the card being pulled. Or if you have like a whole, let's say you pulled like a massive big hit on the channel and it gets turned into a short, you can have the QR code lead you to the short. So either of those things are possible. How much to grade a card with you? It's $34, and the turnaround time's pretty good. So no long waits anymore. I used to warn people it's a very long wait. We don't say that anymore because it's all set up and ready to go. I do have to say this, though. I'm running low on ink, so hopefully I've got ink somewhere. Joshua Ramos, 1 TCC Modern. Oh, yeah. Those don't get bought very often. So when you bought that, I was like, what is he talking about? The TCC Modern packs are not a spectacular hit. So we'll have to try and think of a way to improve them. Probably start by improving the name. TCC Modern is such a bad name. So first I got to move some of the cards out of here. See all these cards? These are like cards from abandoned bags. Let's see, like, just put it back here, I guess. Ugh, but that fits. That's what she said. All right, there we go. So you're buying one of these. I take a chunk like this, oops, and we sort it to the back. Just like we do with the Pokey Shuffle, right? Okay, now I take another chunk. I go 1, 2, 3, and you get this one. So there's your pull. Hopefully a hot one, but it could be a cold one. And you pull. Hey, that's not too bad. You get an Ionis Wattrell. All right, cool, man. You also get this poker card, just because I was giving everyone the poker card, so like every single pack has a poker card in it. Okay, getting rid of those. Getting rid of those. Good. Okay. That Gengar goes hard. Which Gengar? 1 Pokey Shuffle. Okay, 1 Pokey Shuffle. This is for Joshua Ramos. How's it going, Joshua? 1, 2, 3. Rookity. 1 Charlie Brown, Part 1. Here it is, Charlie Brown. I have a bag. Ooh, Charlie Brown time. Yep. Ready? But while they're growing, you have to wait for them in a special place. Poets tell us that the answers to life can be found in the stars. Stupid poets. Are you superstitious? I noticed that you never step on the baseline. I don't want to offend. Strike 3. You're sure you're not interested in women's sports, Marcy? Nope, as a matter of fact, I'm going to start taking organ lessons from Mrs. Hagemeyer. You're a big disappointment to me, Marcy. I'll send you tickets to my first recital, sir. There we are. Be kind to animals week is half over. Sorry I missed that easy fly ball. Knock, knock, knock. And sigh. There we go. All right. Those are the Charlie Brown packs. So selling surprisingly well. People actually open these. I wasn't sure if they would when I bought them. I was just like, that's a gamble. Okay, that's Joshua Ramos. Oh man, that's a knee slapper. I know, I'm chuckling and snorting. It's almost as good as Family Guy. That was humor back then. It goes much more relaxed, simpler times, guys. Okay. That's a knee slapper, he says. Well, shucks. Hit refresh. Click. That's it. There's no orders in the queue. We're still going, though. It's only 4:21. All right. That's an ass slapper. Hey! Not my Christian Minecraft server. So I think we're nearly done with this box down here. We have nearly rotated all the slabs out of it. It's pretty crazy. Oh, this is an old giveaway. Okay, I was like, what am I looking at? Where do I put this? Maybe over here. Look at that. Metazoo Cryptid Bigfoot Rev Hollow. Ooh, previous almost break. These can go back here. All right. We have this Duskull 10 for $44. It's a Master Ball, huh? Ooh, that's nice. This is nice. Portgas the Ace, Suicune. All right. I still need something with your logo that I can share on my channel. Like a TCC slab. You know, what you could do is you could open some packs and have something graded, or you could wait for me to post something onto the table for sale or something like that. I don't know. Mister, it's time to do the Discord giveaway. Is it? Let me take a quick look. Discord giveaway. The giveaway. The giveaway started on 5/3/2025. I think he's right. The My Melody is being given out. All right, so for you guys in our Discord server, you're getting a free card. How nice is that? Here it is, My Melody. If you haven't done it yet, jump into our Discord server and guess a number between 1 and 100, but it's kind of too late. Ooh, wait, I forgot about the slabs you sent me. All right. This is a giveaway from our Discord server. That's right. If you're in our Discord server, you have yet another option for a giveaway. How crazy is this? So I'm rolling over here to the giveaway channel, and what I have to do at this point, I'm going to begin by duplicating the channel, because I know we're going to host another one. So I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, now there's 2 of those. Yep. Now the one that's actually active, we're going to lock it up to everyone, including all of the moderators. We don't want anyone to see it. Okay, and there it is. So it's locked up to everybody. And now we need to choose a number between 1 and 100. Okay, give it a moment here. All right. So I think we go to Google RNG. Set it between 1 and 100. Making sure it's working. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Number 96 is the winning number for the giveaway. Hey, there's a lot of generous people out here. Mister's a giveaway machine. All right, so let's see who had 96. Control find 96. Somebody had it. Somebody named Sky. So now we just do one more step where we check to see if Sky took more than one guess. Sky. Let's see. That didn't work. Here it goes. Nope, he had one guess. It was 96. I can actually pick up my laptop for once, or not laptop, the phone, and show you guys. There it is, Sky. Normally I couldn't do that when we had the Ethernet cable because it would unplug something. All right, let me just contact him and let him know he won. You won the My Melody slab giveaway. And who is this? Oh, this is the guy who I helped out with the Blastoise. All right, cool, man. He bought a Blastoise from me. I kind of regret selling it, but I helped him finish his collection, so that was cool. Okay, so that's done. I can delete this channel now. Delete. And we can choose a new giveaway now. What do you guys want the next giveaway to be for the Discord server? How about one of these coins, maybe? Coins. We did a My Melody thing last time. How about yeah, maybe one of these Poke coins. That's fun. Oh, what's his name? Is it Sky Henderson? Hold on, let me... I realized I didn't have this guy's name. Yeah, Sky Henderson. That's so interesting. I even knew what his last name was. Winner, winner. Okay. That was $80. Now, how about over here? Gonna be Zubat. You guys are getting a Zubat. Zubat! Who doesn't like a free coin, though, honestly? Here it is. Even if it's just Zubat, it's still a nice thing. We're going to take a picture of it. Okay, we're going over to Discord. Here's the giveaway channel. People are already posting numbers in there. All right, there it is. So in our Discord server, a new round of the giveaway has begun. I don't advertise that very often, but yeah, we have a giveaway once per month. So, by the way, I think that means I'm winning on the giveaway channel. Let me give you a second. Scoreboard, stream carries, pre-sale, donations. So TCC, 98 plus 80 plus 69. That brings me up to 247. There it is. Look at that. I jumped past everyone pretty fast there. I'm at $247 for donations. And what's tonight? It was the Sandshrew, wasn't it? He's an additional 75, isn't he? So 247 plus 75. 322 in theory. All right. That was pretty fast, wasn't it? Told you guys. Yeah, PSA 10 gym break going. Let's see. We got some gym breaks going. Where'd they go? Here they are. Ready? So we got this Lucario 9 of clubs, $34, 1 and 2. And we have an interesting gym break, Mickey Mouse, 1935 bubblegum, $39 buy-in, 1 and 2. So we got 2 interesting cards here. Why you keep a track of your donations? That's kind of weird. We're doing that for everyone. I get to be on that list too because I also make donations. I think it's a good thing because it will show you, and me how much everyone's giving away. So Kuru gave away 140, NHCC 109, Anthony Kalura 90, Andrew Martin 75, 50, 5, 21. I think it's good for you guys to see this because this number gets quite huge by the end of 1 month. And nobody really understands that because you never really see it added up. So it's good to see that I've hit it out like, $2,000 of cards by the end of a month. But you don't see that. You just don't see that until somebody sits down and starts adding it. So it's a rare thing to add up. But you charge shipping. Yeah. All right, you ready? Damn it. Okay. Cool, man. So it looks like I might be able to have somebody help me with the shipping here. Not feeling this round of shipping, says Roger. No! Is that shipping number still not updating? Let's ask ChatGPT a question. How much should a person be paid to list Pokemon cards on eBay if the person receives the images for the item to be listed is given to them already? So it's like a remote lister. Okay, so let me respond to this real fast. All right. Whew. Nah, still no update on my tracking. Ugh, that's awful, man. And how long have you waited for it? Let me go over to stamps.com real fast and see how long everyone's been waiting. I don't like that. That's annoying. I wonder if maybe they just had a holdup or something. Was there a Bulbasaur coin? Yes, there's a Bulbasaur and an Ivysaur. Ivysaur is $75. That's what he looks like. And Bulbasaur is much more pricey, though. He's going to be $190. Oops, where'd he go? Let me look over here. He's one of the most expensive slabs still remain, or not slabs, coins still remaining to consider acquiring. Here he is. Bulbasaur. He's a nice one. 75, 190. Look, Bulbasaur knows poison. What? Make it 2,335 and give away Houndour. All right, so let's go ahead and click on this, and then let's see what's still in transit. Well, there's a lot in transit, dude. Tyler Franson. Let's see what this has to say. Arrived at USP's facility. Here's the oldest one on the 29th. Jonathan Gonzalez Bagunas, accepted at USPS facility. That's a pretty old one. So here's my thoughts, though. When you look at it, so this one says in transit from 5/29, and then the one right above it to Elizabeth Reigns, which was printed on 5/29. The one right above it says that it was delivered. So that one was delivered. Then we have a Joshua Ramos. That one's in transit. And just above him is two delivered, one and then one in transit. Yeah, it appears that some of them just say that they've been accepted at the USPS facility and they don't update after that. But you can see from the same batch of shipments that the other ones say delivered. So I think what's going to happen is those other ones are going to be delivered as well, because they all would have been scooped up at the same time by the mailman. So I don't know what would cause their tracking system to not work for some of the packages. But here's my guess. The ones that have already arrived at people's houses, those get updated. So you're just waiting for yours to actually arrive. All right. How much is that Halo card? This is a hand-drawn sketch of a plasma rifle from the 2007 Topps Halo collection. Very nice. Those boxes that these come out of are super expensive, and the top pull is the sketch card. There you are. However, it didn't sell last time. Let me adjust the price on it. It didn't sell last time. I had it up on the table. Ready? So if I was to reduce this by 10%, it would look like 315 or something. There it is. Ooh, I don't like this song. Sometimes the songs suck. All right. Okay, I'm hitting refresh over here. There's no orders in the queue, and so I get to work on everything else. Take a look, everybody. We've got this fossil sublist. We're trying to fill this up by Sunday. Jump in here. It's $40. Gives you a chance for a fossil first edition booster pack coming straight out of our glamorous box break. If you want to be part of the opulent box break, something that's going to be recorded and saved on this channel forever, you still got time. It's $40 to jump into that. Being part of the box break is very prestigious, especially when it comes to something like the fossil box. Very cool. Call of Legends sublist went off. We have a fresh round of the Call of Legends sublist now. That will give you one spot in the Call of Legends. That also means Call of Legends is one spot closer to completing. Ancient Origins Vintage Box Break for $128 a pack. Wow, in the past we used to sell these for $28 a pack. Now they're $128. Back then I used to warn you guys that one day you'll wish you could buy them at $28. We've reached that point. However, it only gets crazier from here. How much longer before this is $150 and then $200? Here's the Mega Sublist for the Mew. Really not receiving much love at all. We also have these two things over here. A Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Collector Booster Box 3 boosters break. $40 buy-in. And here's Monkey D. Luffy Manga Break. So we got all kinds of breaks. So many breaks. You won't believe how many breaks we are. Not to mention we have the Prismatic Break still ongoing with 4 people in it. There it is. Okay. Maybe should regrade that Halo You regrade it to try and get a better grade on it? Well, it's a sketch card, so what we could do is have it changed from an 8 into a authentic, because very often sketch cards don't grade 10 because they get damaged when the person's drawing on them, you know what I'm saying? So it's very normal for these to not be an 8. You're really buying the authentic one-of-one sketch. That's what you're buying. You know, it's a unique drawing, and so it's very special with the PSA label. But this might do better on eBay. Might do better on eBay. It's a sketch. Yeah, exactly. Here's this guy. Great. I got to take a look into this real fast. This is probably more expensive now. All right. PSA 8 RC 28. Let's see how that comes out. Ready? What are all these cards? These aren't what I'm looking for. It looks like... No, it looks like his price will be about the same. So his price hasn't really changed much. I can't see what grade the Flareon is. It's an 8. Actually, you know what's interesting? I thought the Flareon was going to have a shot at a 10. That's a pretty harsh grade. Oh, well. All right. It's a very nice card. PSA is just grading real harsh too, though. But, you know, if it says it's an 8, that's what you should buy it as an 8, okay? Here's a Chris Abruzzo. Oh, so this is a Chris Abruzzo commission sale slab. It's for sale. Here's Haunter 9. Nice. And we're giving away this guy here. Should be a 9. Yeah, that'd be nice if it was a 9. Hit and refresh. Feel free to place an order if you like short lines, everybody. We have short lines right now. Here are some booster packs that we have for sale. One piece OP12, $3. PRB1, freshly restocked. Metazoo, first edition. Destin Rivals. Gem 2 is available. Rocket Japanese and Nikke. Ooh. Wonder if I should add more cards to that. Let's go ahead and get a rotation on this. So we got Hunter there. Here's, oops, Absol. Absol's ready to come down, sure. Divine Departure, we got Psyduck, and we've got Kabutops. All right, let's take a picture of these bad boys. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. All right, so let me go ahead and talking to a guy here. Let's see. There we go. All slabs, June. Okay. And let's take a picture over here. Absol going into the featured channel. Taking the duck. The duck is gone? All right, let me make sure that I mark that as sold. Okay. All right. Talking to a guy at the same time we're doing this. So let me jump over to the June Slabs channel now. And we'll say the duck is sold. Very important to document that so that if somebody tries to buy it, we're not searching through the box going, where is it? What? We got a Joseph Jones order coming up. What is this? Mr. Jones. How you feeling, Joseph Jones? I bought up quite a few Bubble Muse this last week for hold. Joseph Jones, long time. Hope you're doing well. A box of English Pokemon Go. Hell yeah, dude. By the way, Joseph Jones, you are on this fossil box break right here. Spot number 8 will be your spot. You can see we've rewritten the list so that it's nice and clean and everyone's got their spots put together. So if you had multiple packs, you got them put together like that. That's happening this Sunday. Joseph Jones, don't miss it. Okay, Joseph, I want you to be there to watch it. And there is one outstanding pack for sale, Fossil Sublist break. You got a little bit of time to jump in here. It's over on Sunday. All right, I keep advertising that. Just trying to get the word out. That's kind of how it is. So one whole box of Pokemon Go. You're in luck because I actually have that right next to me. How nice is that? Okay. Very nice. Tossing that. Tossing this. Throwing this out. All right. Some dicey things, some booster things. What's the big hits in this? Well, I'd say the biggest hit is definitely, you'd be surprised. You'd think it's the Altart Mewtwo, right? But it's not. It's actually the Ditto, because there's almost none of them graded 10 in English, and there's never any for sale. So that's got to be the chase card, the Ditto. Got to be the Ditto. Let me see if the Ditto's for sale. Oops. Cancel that. Cancel that. Let's see. So, sorry, still talking to this guy. We're looking up Ditto Pokemon Go. Yep, there are no English Ditto 10s. Can you guys believe that? What do you think it's worth then? Not gonna lie, they need more Ditto artworks. All right, here goes. Snipping this. By the way, don't forget, guys, you can donate a card from your pulls toward the battle deck. And so when we do the gym breaks, your card shows up in the gym breaks and entertains everybody, maybe by being clever in the gym deck. So think about that sometimes. You can donate trainers, too, if it's a good trainer. Or even specialized energy cards. Ready? I think I said that because I was thinking we need to get a Ditto up in there. All right. So we got Wimpod. Wimpy. Melmetal. Look at that Melmetal. Oh, yeah. Wow, Tanner talks a lot, and he's still only number 2. Who's number 1? Says Tanner used to be 1. Cody Hodges, who's community? Shinobi, he's number 1. How? Does anyone understand how the crown still works? I feel like it's very confusing at this point. I want to know how the community thing works. The crown? Exactly what I was thinking. These crowns are stupid. I wish I understood, because it seems like Tanner should get the crown for being most talkative. He talks the most. Wow, look at that Gyarados. You forget about this Gyarados, man. That's a clever Gyarados. Okay, here's Charmeleon, Pikachu. Look at that Pikachu. You know, you guys forget that the hot pulls in this set are the hollows. Look at this Pikachu, Gyarados, Sylveon. Amazing. War Turtle, Golisopod. Golisopod. Not as crazy. Spinarak, but he's not a Ditto. All right, not a Ditto Spinarak. He said, you talk too much. I didn't say he talked too much. I like that he talks. I'm just saying, oh, there you go. Look at that. Radiant Zard popping out. Beautiful. And then also Blastoise over here. Check that out, guys. Last time I came in here, me and my friend were just joking around a lot with you. Nice. Here's Larvitar, Melmetal. and Wimpod Lapras, and finally, Sylveon Zapdos. No ditto. Look at that, guys. There was no ditto. You a chill homie. I try to be a chill homie, Mr. Tanner. There we go. Tossing this over here. Very nice. Thank you so much, Joseph Jones. It's nice to see you back again. How's life been, man? I'd love to hear some updates about life from you. Nothing too crazy happening on my side, other than we're really thinking about moving. It's on our minds a lot. We feel committed to it. Here it is. 1 chat equals 25 experience. You can only trigger 3 times per hour. Is that really how it works? Joseph Jones. So, does he need a new bag? A box of English Pokemon Go. Joseph Jones. I don't remember if he already had a bag. Let's see. Joy Upright. Joshua. Joseph Vasquez. Ugh. It's a dumb system. It's from what I see. Yes. Yes, I need a bag. Ooh, fresh bag time. You got it. Very good. Ta-da! Maybe the next box will have Ditto in it. All right. By the way, these ETBs come from fresh cases that I own. I own the fresh cases that I bought years ago. And these boxes stayed so cheap for so long. And then all of a sudden, they just doubled in price one day. And I was like, damn, crazy. How are they doing now, by the way? Let's see. Pokemon Go ETB sealed. Yep. Let me check sold. Let's choose ended recently. Yep. Crazy, man. It's really crazy. Thank you so much, Joseph. Ivan Rodriguez. One side duck. Ivan Rodriguez. Okay. I'm really number 1 in life, so I'll take it here. We are. You could be number 1 over here. It'd be super cool. Here's a fancy Holland Phantom Psyduck for a whopping $95. Jesus. Musha New Gundam. Snowrunt 9. Suicune 10. And Torchic. Let's go ahead and rotate this again. There's the Sneasel. Let's rotate this one again. Flareon. Ooh, Flareon. Let's see. I went to Psyduck JV's promo with the question mark over his head. Whew. There we are. Let's see. All right. Want to do $55 gym break on the Flareon. I'll hop in now. We have really tight controls on the gym breaks. So the gym breaks are not something you can just choose and split in half. We really just have Lucario and the Mickey Mouse. I think it was a big mistake when I used to do that in the past. We can't do it that way. Here we are. Flareon's got to be for sale, for sale. All right. Let's see. It changes the nature of the table a little bit. Makes it feel like everything's just a coin toss. I don't want it to be that way. Let's have it, so I need to create a channel called all the way up here. We're going to duplicate this channel. We're going to call it eBay. Okay. I'll pull it up here next to stream clips. And now we're going to edit this channel, permissions. We're going to make it so that everyone cannot see it. Okay. And we're going to add, what are we adding to this? Hold on, what's this name again? it is. All right. Okay, and now I think now I just take pictures of cards. So I got a new thing going where I should be able to take pictures of cards that we want to sell on eBay. How nice will that be? Oops. All right. Whew. Wow. So I should have been doing this a while ago. Ready? So I got this little thing here. And now I should be able to... Let's see. Take a picture of something like... Nope, not this. Take a picture of something like this. Here goes. You ready? So we're testing this out. Let me clean my camera off. Okay, so we're doing something, guys, where while I'm sorting through the slabs, why is this camera so dirty? There's like no way to get it fully clean. All right, so while we're cleaning through the slabs and I'm saying, hey, we're going to send this one off to eBay, I have an eBay channel in the Discord server where I can take pictures and someone else can create a listing out of it. All right. Somebody who has access to my eBay channel can take pictures of it. Like this. All right. Wow. We'll see how well that works. I'm very curious about that. That's not a bad idea, is it? And then I guess what I need to do is I need to have a place to store these while they're getting worked on. So I need to make sure they don't get mixed in with anything else. Oops. All right. Maybe I can store this. Where's a good place to store this, guys? How about over here for the moment? All right. Cool. I can't wait for the mail, says Joshua. What's coming in the mail? What's coming in the mail, Joshua? All right, let's try this again. So, I'm gonna rotate this. Here's a little Machop. Here's a Finn and Jake. Geodude. Dragonair. And Feraligatr. Ooh. Spend time watching the stream in bed instead at work. Let's see what Mr. Jacob said. Oh, we already took care of him. He's good. All right, guys, we have an empty queue. Empty queue, everybody. Let's see, what are these? Pikachu 9. Spending time watching the stream in bed instead of working. Gotta be working, man. Picture. And picture. All right, how does this look? Huh. Okay. What you're watching me do, you're watching me prep these to go up on eBay. Why wasn't I doing this the whole time? I should have done this the whole time. Ooh, love it. The heavy slab. So nice. Wonder why this one failed at 10. Oh well, I can't worry about that. Okay. Move the light around. All right. And flip this over. Wow, we're getting productive now, man. We're getting real productive. Okay. That's a nice card. This is a nice card. Hopefully it gets gobbled up on eBay. eBay, I don't normally use eBay, but more recently we have enough cards that we can actually start choosing eBay to liquidate because I have that many slabs. That is like, we got a lot of slabs to work through. All right, what we got down here? Okay, so here's that Vile Plume. This is for $192. Oops. I'm going to post this one to Discord. We just got this one back, so this one should be on Discord longer. Okay, all slabs June. This is for $192. All right, there it is. Mister, which print wave is that Topps card? Yeah, you noticed that, right? It was a weird print wave. It's going to be like print wave 3, I think. I'm not 100% sure which print wave. I can't remember. It depends. Clearly it was not a rainbow. And so it makes me think it's from the teardrop print wave because I think that's what I was grading at the time. I ran into these teardrop cards I had saved for a long time. And so I think it was from the teardrop set. But you'll notice it didn't have the teardrops, did it? Okay, let's set this over here. This is a lovely Dusclops from the Shrouded Fable collection. Such a nice card. All right. I don't know the price on this card, but let's try and find it for you guys. So what are you guys looking for tonight? What are you guys looking for? You just watching me price up some cards on the table? Would you like me to talk about anything? You got any questions? There are. The Starmie Misty card did. I got the LC Zard box topper, Manga Luffy. What? That's what I want. Oh, nobody actually grades this Shrouded Fable reverse holo. Reverse. Ah, there's none for sale. Let me check sold. Well, if there are none of them, I suppose I get to come up with the price. I think it's nice also that this one managed to grade 10 with tag grading. So let's give it a price tag of, I think $40 is high enough, isn't it? Where's it from? It's from 2024? Yeah, $40. Okay, nice. This Natu, huh? PSA 10, Natu, Unseen. There's no price for this guy. You can't find him. All right, you can't find this guy. I've got one. eBay does not have one. That shows you how rare it is. $174, pop 4. That was on $325. We're going to increase this price a little bit. What's your favorite EX era? EX era, what do you mean by that? Obviously the Gold Star era. Nothing's better than Gold Star. Okay, this guy's say 625. Yeah, 625 now. 501. 501, huh? Let's see. Turn this down. Man, it's running late, guys. It's running late. Let's get a rotation. There's a lovely Munchlax. Slowpoke. Vending Eevee. Machop 9. And Checklist Carddass. Okay. All right, where'd that little holder go? I bet you that Munchlax has never even been listed before. Let's see if there's a Munchlax on eBay. I love the Break the Target song. It's so fun. So this guy will have his picture taken so that he can be listed on eBay. All right. Let's see. Where did I put that channel? All right. And let's flip this around. Should have been doing this the whole time. All right. I've always wondered which wave that was. A bunch of them. It's hard for me to keep up because there's so many different waves, but definitely a weird texture. Yeah, so like what's confusing about it is that you would think if it's from the teardrop wave that it would also have teardrops. And no, surprise, it doesn't. Surprise, if it's a trainer card, it has a totally different pattern on it. So you'd think you'd be able to identify it. But yeah, if somebody put a wave, wave 3 card in front of your eyes, you'd be like, what's that? Wave 1? All right, take a picture of this. All right. I should teach Mike's side about this too. Mike's side could probably do this. All right. What is this music, man? Ta-da! Here's Slowbro Leaf Green. Aha! Sanrio, Kuromi, Pipichu, Lunatone, Greninja. Ooh. Okay. Well, guys, we haven't had an order this whole time. I think that's the sign that we're all done. What do you guys think? You want me to do anything else? What would you guys like me to do? Here's James Trimble. I'm afraid when there's no orders for too long, we generally do wrap up because, what time is this? 5? Yeah, it's pretty late. 5's pretty late. I think that's a good time to wrap up. What do you guys think? Let's see. That's a pretty valuable slab this time. That was a big one. Okay, re-roll on this. Ivan. That's Mr. Ivan Rodriguez. Go rest. Now I gotta go make some stuff after this. Book boxes. Okay. Closing this. Yeah, I think if everyone's done, it's probably best that we wrap up. Now we'll be back on for Saturday. I'm thinking that the Sublist only has 2 people in it, so I hope more people join on Saturday because there's really just 1 day left for that. Bulk box hustling, something like that. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm hopping off now. I had a lot of fun with everybody, but gotta have something to do in this stream. I think we're going to be doing a new thing though. Did you know you can hire somebody to list items for you on eBay? And so what you could do is you could just take pictures of the items, and that person could take those pictures and actually do the listing. So I might be looking to hire somebody to just post items on eBay for me all day long. And what I'll do is, as we're working the table, items that take too long to sell on the table, we might get those listed to eBay. And then I can have a channel in Discord where I post those pictures. I'm kind of testing that out right now. See you later, everybody. I'm hopping off. See you later. I think it would be a kind of interesting idea because maybe you could do it for like store credit even, and then, get paid in the slab after doing enough of them. See you later. See you later.